if I was Floyd and he was me, he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit.
Yeah.
As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get $100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't never got to.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam, man. We back to build on some more boxing. Back with another week on this good Monday, man. Shout out to the fam. How y'all feeling? You already know. Smash the like button on the way in, on the playback. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. All that good stuff, man. You know, get the room etiquette out the way. And come say what's up to the fam, man. How y'all feeling? Shout out to the JBT family. Shout out to the Just Do family. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy. And happy 7th birthday to my baby boy KJ. You know, shout out to my baby girl, Miss Dude. The queen is in the building. Yes, sir. Y'all heard her become a member, all that good stuff. Ace, all love family. So I know you seen Pitbull fight hype interview trying to downplay Ryle. Venezuela went over him sick. Yeah, he tripping. Banks, what it do, my guy? BJ in the building, what it do? Ace, Cal, Cool It, Blessings family, Cornelius, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Yeah, I just had seen that little clip of Pitbull, and of course, he talked about going back down to you know, being willing to go down to 35 for Gervonta Davis. You know, no surprise there. No surprise there, but it trying to downplay a win where you got beat from pillar to post. You got beat from the opening bell to the last. Wasn't even close. Yeah, you would downplay it, but that's just foolish to do, man. He got a boxing lesson put on him that night, and it ain't much he can argue and complain about. He just got a boxing lesson put on him. You know what I'm saying? Had no had a boxing display put on him. You dig? Yo, man. My office hours from 4 to at least 8, man. If you're DMing, I expect you to be in the show, man. What the hell people be doing? Shout out to the fan, man. We're gonna get to this boxing for sure. As the people roll on in, man. You know, we ain't have a weekend of boxing like we did the week before, but we still got some things to talk about. As I don't know if it was a surprise to anybody, but you know, as we know, the Shakur and Zepeda is not happening. You know, but not because he ducked. You know, I'm not gonna call him that. I see he obviously injured at this point. You get what I'm saying? He's injured, dealing with some injury. You know what I mean? He got his arm all slinged up. So this kind of dampens things because this ruins the fight. This is the fight I wanted to see next for him. I mean, Zepeda been looking pretty sharp and dangerous all the way up until he ran into Tevin Farmer a couple weekends ago. You know, Tevin Farmer made him look kind of regular. You know what I'm saying? He still threw a lot of punches. He looked dangerous, but he don't look overly dangerous, right? So, but he still nonetheless won the fight, did what he needed to do. But he left that fight with an injury, and it's just kind of blows because now we got to sift through what's going to be a replacement opponent for Shakur now. So here we go. I mean, yeah, man, that faking and stuff. Come on, man, Ace, man, that people be tripping. I don't think first it was, think about it, Ace. Shakur was faking an injury to get out of a fight where he was reported to make about $5 million. Where's the sense in that? Just to be inactive, right? Going into a fight with Zepeda, allegedly, right? Just think about the mentality of the people that push that. Now I know the timing of it it stinks, but at the end of the day, that fight was physically grueling for him. That fight was way more physical than I think he anticipated. I don't think nobody envisioned Tevin Farmer pushing the pace against Zepeda the way he was doing. PGH, big dog, what's good with it, bro? Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Aisha, peace to the queen. How you feeling? Always good to see the queens in the building. I think Injury's hand hitting the mat from the knockdown. I know he definitely he threw a lot of punches, and these things happen, man. But I just feel like for me, just thinking logically, it would make no sense for him to fake an injury just to get out of a fight. Like, it ain't like they got a contract signed. He could just go in another direction, how they been doing, right? I don't think he got to fake an injury to do that. So I take a more logical, reasonable approach. And again, this is coming from somebody that Shakur is my guy. I wanted to see this fight for him to shut up a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But as fate will have it, man, it ain't in the cards right now, at least not next. And I don't think this dude faking an injury. Like, I just don't think that makes sense. To sideline yourself to get out any opportunities, that's just foolish, right? Who the hell wants to sit on the sideline? Furthermore, not get paid. This is these dudes' careers. This is their life. This is how they eat. This is how they feed their families. He just had a baby boy now. Yeah, he just got a payday with Zepeda, but think about the payday would be even bigger if he was to face Shakur, and the opportunity be even bigger because it's for a title. So realistically, just given that, and this dude is a Mexican warrior, for real. You know what I mean? I think the main reason that he ain't been in the ring with Shakur before this point has been on Oscar. I don't think it's him. The boxing source, what's good, family? How you feeling? Crush the legend, my guy. What's good with it, fam? Probably was over a week ago. Why you just now popping up with a sling? I can't really account for it, but I just think people post stuff when they post it, man. I can't really, but I'm not, until I get a reason to believe that he will fake an injury. I'm not about to go the conspiracy theory route. Like, I just don't think it makes sense to hurt yourself. Like I said, now you talking about inactivity. Now you talking about being away from, and I only think this is real long, 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. I think I heard 6 to 8 weeks. So I don't think it's that long of a time, but I don't think, that's a good enough. I don't think that's reason to get out of a fight. I think that's stupid. You know what I mean? I think that's really stupid. Yeah, because I just talked with somebody. Okay, Mr. Empire, what it do? What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Shout out to the queen, Melon and Queen. Peace to the queens in the chat. So again, why he would pop up with a sling now, that I would never know. But I just don't think, guys are running around faking injuries. Like, it's getting to the point where we doing this every single time somebody get hurt. We just like, oh, you know what? He faked the injury. And I just can't do it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Appreciate you. So you see Core realistically fighting now. So look, we're gonna talk about it. It says Zepeda will be back at the end of March. Yeah. So I you know, and it's not like you can't revisit a fight, right? It's not like you can't revisit a fight. So all that does is give him some time to actually spend with his family. But I'm just going this route. Like, I don't have a reason to speculate somebody getting out of a fight. I don't think he's scared and running from Shakur as much as is, you know, Oscar De La Hoya not planning on making that fight. You get what I'm saying? You've seen the same shit with Ryan Garcia. It was Ryan that pushed for the fight against Tank, not Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya just had to be, you know, be cool with it after a while because his fighter was adamant about that's what he wanted. So in this case, now I don't think William Zepeda is kicking and screaming about not fighting Shakur, but at the same token, I just don't feel like the reason the fight is not happening is because he's scared, you know what I'm saying, or ducking as much, right? I really do think that that's more of a promotional thing. And I think if you just look at the way Oscar moves some of these guys, you could see it. You know what I'm saying? You could see it. I just don't think, at what point do you not want to become a champion? You get what I'm saying? You should want to fight. You should want to fight. He said, well, I see him realistically fighting. Thank Father. What's good with it, fam? How you feeling? He ducked him for family. That turned around, fought Farmer. I thought that was just the prep for the fight, to be honest with you. I thought that was the prep for the fight. I thought it was strategic, and I thought that's what that could have done, potentially prepped him for the fight. But seeing how the fight played out, shit, I mean, I don't even think he got the looks he was looking to get. But I get it. Like, he said the family things, didn't fight, then came and fought Farmer. But again, in this instance, it's an injury. I don't think he's faking an injury. Shout out to my guy, LetsBuild. The plug is in the building. Shakur versus Schofield Jr., they're both calling for it. Big Soldier was good with it, ducking title shots. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense for guys to not want these opportunities. Like, you get what I'm saying? You got an opportunity for a meaningful payday. You get an opportunity to fight for a title. Why would you sideline yourself to not get that opportunity when you're right in position? That'd be stupid. You know, that's moving backwards for real. Because now what is he? Ranked number one? I think he number one. Oh, shout out to my guy, the boxing source, man. Said the man was good with it. They called him Duck Pay. Queen said he used up all his excuses already. Say he used all his no more get out of jail free cards. Thanks for being scared about that for sure. Can see Oscar being scared. Yeah, I think that's more of an Oscar thing is what I'm saying, y'all. And again, I could be wrong. I'm not going to tell y'all wrong at all. Y'all know it's just a conversation for me always. Like I said, as it pertains to the injury, I know people like, he faking an injury. What a time to get injured. But if you look at how physical that fight was, and he do throw a lot of punches, and he got a lot of resistance that night. So it's not so far-fetched that he could have hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like he out forever. You know what I'm saying? That it's like that fight can't be revisited. It can. You know what I'm saying? It really could. So I don't know. But again, I look at Oscar before I look at Zepeda, man. He a fighter. That dude want the opportunities. You want to be able to call yourself a world champion. You got over 30 fights. At what point do you fight for a title? You get what I'm saying? It'd be stupid. Yeah, he number one all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He gotta want to fight. Smart fighters in the game, ring wise. I think so too. Shout out to you. I don't know how to say your name. It's Rich. Shout out to you, fam. Appreciate you. Mr. Empire, what it do, fam? So I don't believe in coincidence, man. It's kind of suspect. Zepeda got injured right after that intense fight. Listen, I can understand why you would think it, but again, it's just a conversation. But I don't think that that's what's going on here. Because, again, you talking about sidelining yourself. You talking about missing an opportunity to not only make a bag, but fight for a title. You should want to do that. Unless you plan on going another route. You get what I'm saying? Unless he plan on going another route. Now, that I don't know either. So, I'm just gonna let him make it, right? I don't got no reason, because you gotta think we just fresh off. We did the same thing. Well, not we, but they did the same thing to Shakur. Oh, he faked the injury to get out of a fight. Like it's just starting to not make sense to me. So I'm just gonna let it be what it is. All right, you injured. Let's see who he fight when he come back. Let's see where he go. It should be Shakur or bust for him. Kello was good with it, bro. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Wait, not the WBL. That's where we finally get Tabor and Shakur. I know you and bro good friends, but can we please get a Dean by any means? Tank versus Jusdueboxing debate. Shout out to my guy Dean. Shout out to Kello. Al Booger was good, family. Shakur having hand surgery. What's the problem? They should both be ready to go in a couple months. You know, that's for them to figure out. You know what I'm saying? I can't figure out what's up with him. I know Shakur back in the I think he back in the gym hitting the bag and stuff like that. I think I seen him back in the gym, but I don't know what Buddy. I think they said 6 to 8 weeks for Zepeda, but I don't know. That's past the date though. If Shakur looking to come back in February, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the problem right there. That'd be the problem. You know what I mean? If you out 6 to 8 weeks, and if that's the return date, then I don't see him being ready for that date. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like who he fights after this will say a lot about him. Now, you ain't got too many places to go because you number one. So what do? You get what I'm saying? This will be the worst. This will be the absolute worst time to sideline yourself out of an opportunity. It ain't that serious. You get what I'm saying? Like, dudes, that's like dodging an opportunity to fight for a title and make money. Like, who the hell moving like that? Fighters, they can't afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? It says Mr. 1,000 punches around. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Tevin Farmer was fighting his ass off. You get me? He was fighting him. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. I think I seen with this dude with the injury. 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, 8 weeks, no punching. Yep, then rehab. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. I just can't, I get it, y'all. The timing of it, yo. Undercard boxing, my guy. What's good with it, bro? I know what y'all like, man. Damn, the timing, man. All these excuses. And it just reminds me of that Stan Jonas and Vergil situation, like all the reasons why the fight didn't happen. You get what I'm saying? But I think Oscar would be to blame before Zepeda. I really think he's the fighter. I think he want to fight, but I think he also goes along with the plan. He don't spark me as a guy that is in the offices screaming and kicking and screaming about fights. He looked like a guy that's willing to fight whoever they put in front of him. And for that reason, I think his promoter is allowed to move him a certain way. That's just me. That's how I see it. I don't think he's trying to avoid the opportunity. You know what I mean? He did say he wanted. He said, if that's next, then let's do it. And we got to wait. But in the meantime, shout out to my guy, Boxing, man, because he had laced me with something, man. So for the people, shout out to Cal Cooler because he asked me to pay that like get Tevin ready for. Yeah, I think he tried to use that fight to get ready for the next fight. I think it was smart to do that, though, to be honest with you. I do. I really think that was smart to try to fight a Tevin Farmer for the look, but I think Tevin Farmer gave him a different look than maybe he anticipated, and it looked like a tougher fight than what he could have anticipated. But he got through it. He won it. It was razor thin. People thought Tevin Farmer won. It was a good fight. Should see Stan should be back on Tank versus Roach undercard. That's good stuff if he is. Shout out to Dub, the plug, the fax machine. Andrew, give him more time to prepare for Stevenson. We saw Devin Haney's loss affected future paydays. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Better to go into that situation at 100% than affected with any hand injury or trying to rush back and make it. You get what I'm saying? Make any date. It ain't necessary. I know the timing is terrible, but only thing he can do as a fighter is try to demand that fight when he come back from injury. Say that's the fight that he want. He number one anyway. He right in position. He should. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get where he goes. Like, where do you just fight another up and come. What do you do? Like, you get what I'm saying? I understood the Tevin Farmer move. For the most part, I mean, it looked obvious what he was trying to do, but outside of that, like, his next fight should be that. So, as far as Shakur, shout out to my guy Dub again. Like I said, Raymond Morataya, he said it's not a possibility. He said Morataya is going down the IBF route. Don't let him lie to you. That's my guy. So anybody, before you ask, I know people was throwing that name around, Raymond Morataya. Remember when I played the clip with Raymond Morataya saying he want that fight, Shakur don't want it. Make of it what you will. If he going the IBF route, you can't say a guy don't want it when you going where you going. Now, that don't mean he don't want to fight him, but he made his choice, and it's in fact going to be the IBF route. Shout out to my guy. Then he also told me Matchroom reached out to Golden Boy to make Shakur versus Floyd. Got that from Matchroom. So all this Floyd stuff going around is real. Shout out to my guy, the boxing source. He said he talked with Floyd Sr., and he said they are working on it. That's what's up. Shout out to my guy, man. So look, if Floyd Schofield is in fact a real opponent, let's see it. Dodge J, what it do, fam? How you feeling? I wouldn't be mad at it. They've been on the internet. They've been calling for it. They said Shakur easy. They said they'd do X, Y, and Z easy to him. They've been tweeting and all that, tweeting and twitting. So y'all see Zepeda is out of there. Hand injury. You know what I'm saying? He's out of there. That fight is off. Y'all obviously see that. But this was Shakur. Is Shakur responding to Floyd Schofield, I guess, Pops or whoever controlling this account? Said, he said what happens when we beat him. This will be an easy fight for Kid. Say he doesn't have the power to keep us off him. And then Core tagged him. He said, bro, that's your promoter. Call that man and get it done. Y'all don't have direct contact with them. I told you who you have to have Oscar reach out to. Let's get this moving. Begging to him on social media for publicity does not make a fight happen. So y'all see that right there. Pardon me, I gotta twist it up right there. So begging for a fight publicly does not make a fight happen. That's true. I mean, he got a point, but my guy said they actually are working on it. And then, like I said, Dub said they actually reached out to Golden Boy to make a fight. So I like it. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to sit up here and complain. Look, Zepeda hurt. He hurt. Next man up. So if they reaching out to Floyd Schofield and Cade Austin and Golden Boy to make a fight between the two, let's see it. I mean, they've been asking for it now. Let's see if they really take the fight. So I hope something do come to fruition out of that fight. I'm not here to complain. I can't control what fights get made. We could just push for the best fight and the best when we talk, and we get what we get. So if Floyd Schofield get his ass in the ring, let's see it. Blunt Sports, what it do, fam? How you feeling? Have your arm in sling? You hurt your hand? Yeah. For sure it do. Yeah, it do. Same thing with Corey. He had his arm in the sling. Corey, yeah. So they was on Twitter going back and forth in this little, situation. All these dudes say one thing, then they promoter won't even let them come out to play. Hey, let's get some real going. Not this fake publicity shit. Let's go, man. Let's see it. Look, I ain't here to complain. Floyd Schofield did a little video too. I know the clip can't keep something. What did he say? Let me see. I got a video of this guy. I thought I did. Where the hell is it at? Hold on. I got a video of this guy. Oh, yeah.
Y'all already know. Shakur, now you know Zepeda jumped you. You knew that would happen. So what's up? Let's make this happen. We'll be ready for February 22nd. to meet you wherever you gotta meet, and we donating half our bag to charity. So it ain't no excuse. We ready to sign. The pen is nice and warm. The ink is nice and warm. We ready, Shakur. Let's go. Let's get the fans a great fight.
Why the ink had to be nice and warm? Like, nah, bro. Like, this pause-free community, but why the ink had to be nice and warm? Why the ink had to be nice and warm, bro? Freaky ass.
We ready to sign. The pen is nice and warm. The ink is nice and warm. We ready, Shakur. Let's go. Let's get the fans a great fight. And the winner can fight Zepeda, can fight Tank, can do whatever they want. But I guarantee we gonna stop you, boy. We gonna stop you, Shakur. We ready.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. He said the ink is nice and warm. Why you say that? Why the ink had to be warm, yeah? At this point, I don't know if he playing into the zesty shit or what, but that one was a no. That's a no for me, dog. Just say sign the contract, bro. That's enough for us, good brother. Just tell him sign the contract, bro. That's enough, bro. They don't need to know about the temperature of the ink, bro. Like your freaky ass, man. Hey yo, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, boxing is full of tricks, man. Man, yo. So shout out to Floyd Schofield and his pops. But look, that's two sources. That's my guy L-Dub, Mr. Don't Miss himself. He's saying, Matchroom actually reached out to them about that fight. You see them going back and forth on Twitter. You see his father with the public call out. Shout out to my guy, the boxing source. He spoke to Floyd Schofield Sr. He said they're actually working on that type of fight. So let's see it. I'm not against it. I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to complain about what opponent Shakur should fight. To me, it's clear as day that this dude, since getting to 35, even before that, he's been having difficulty getting that guy in the ring for one reason or another. But one thing I could say with certainty is it ain't him turning down and ducking fights. It's guys choosing to do them and go their way and electing not to fight him. So he just got to fight who's willing to get in there with him. And at this point in his career, it's all about the performance. The name's going to take care of itself. You just got to go out there and perform to the best of your ability, to the highest level. And that's it. That's all. So Floyd Schofield been talking about this fight. They keep talking about the power this, power that. He ain't got the power this. And you see, they was the ones that touched the canvas in their last fight. You know what I mean? They fought Renee Garon, who I believe that's nowhere near on the level of Shakur Stevenson. The fact that they will be fighting at the elite level, I believe, and all they're talking about is power, tells me that they're going to be at a disadvantage mentally because they focusing on one thing. And I don't think that he's the hardest puncher we ever seen. I don't think he's the hardest puncher at lightweight, although he is strong and he could punch. I think when he's taken into deep waters, his gas tank could be tested. I think he slows down. His technique definitely falls by the wayside halfway through the fight. You've seen how he looked in his first 12-rounder. He definitely better prepare better than that if he's going to fight Shakur, because don't count on him getting tired. And I think it'll be a boxing lesson for real. I think it'll take a few rounds. Shakur figure out his that jumping in and out shit that he do. He's super athletic, but that shit just not going to be enough. He over relies on that young boy energy, and I just don't think that'd be enough to beat somebody like Shakur. Would it be an entertaining fight? I think it would be all the way through. And the fact that Kid Austin is tough, he showed you he's pretty tough. He got knocked down, got up, fought back, got his face cut real bad, fought through that. Kid tough. You know what I'm saying? He built for tough, but it's about skill, and I just think overall he don't have the skill needed to beat a guy like Shakur. I could see him getting beat, outboxed, and then complaining about how he lost. I could see it already. You know what I'm saying? But let's see if we've seen crazier things. Let's see if they really about what they say they about. Let's see if a fight really materialize out of these two. I wouldn't. Crucial content was good, fam. Milan was good. Forever G's was good with it, fam. haters think otherwise. Just I know I be gotta be frustrating. They're gonna say he ain't fighting nobody, yeah. And that's the thing, Blunt Sports. When you're a fighter and you know what it is, like you know what you bring to the table, you just keep knocking them off, bro. Like keep putting pressure on people, keep fighting the guys that want to fight you. And that's the only thing you could do. Ain't no, oh, he got to sign here and do this, did it for this fight. Oh, he got to publicly call this one out. Oh, he got to, jump this mountain and climb this tree and cross this bridge. Nah, just fight who want to fight you and just keep winning. And that's my motto for everybody, because I'm past complaining about opponents. Like, just fight who you need to fight, beat their ass, make an example out of them, and get the best fights possible for yourself. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? If Kid Austin found his way in the in the Shakur Stevenson fight, then let's see. You know what I mean? He young, he talented, he athletic, he can box, he got some skill, he got some talent, but I think he lacked experience. I think he a bit rough around the edges still. He's not as refined as what I think he needs to be to really give himself a chance to say, yo, he gonna win. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I think too much will have to go right for him to beat Shakur. I seen him in his last fight. He looked a bit predictable with the jumping in and out. And once he started feeling the pace of the fight, he slowed down, and I seen how hittable he was. So I already see it. And I already see how I feel like Shakur will fight a guy like that. And again, he'll beat him with smarts. Kid Austin still stuck on the physical side of things. And you've heard boxers say time and time again, boxing is mostly mental. You know what I'm saying? And you keep hearing them talking about, he don't got the power this. Everybody keeps saying that. We seen Edwin De Los Santos say he couldn't punch, but then he came out there and didn't proceed to press the issue at all. Like, so miss me with all that until I see somebody get in the ring with Shakur and they just walking through whatever it is he throwing. All that he can't punch shit is just something that fans say because they don't know what it's like to get punched in the face. You know what I mean? Coach Ronnie Shields is not in the Schofield training camp. The Golden Boy shouldn't do it. No more virtual cancer. Ronnie, I agree. And it's deceiving the people. And it's going to hurt them in the long term, Dub. It's going to hurt them in the long term. It's going to hurt them in the long term. Definitely going to get outboxed. I think so. I think he'll outbox him, bro. I think Floyd Schofield could push the pace in some areas and make it entertaining. I think he could create moments for himself. Blunt Sports was good, fan. I think he could. Just take them as they come. What I understand, they're not in full control of everything. So it's all up to whoever it is, to each his own. Some people like to talk the duck stuff. I like to look deeper than that. I know they ain't calling all the shots. So with that being said, especially when you're a guy like Shakur, you following his career, he's not known for turning down fights. You get what I'm saying? That's not his MO. That's not him. So when he can't get a guy in there, I'm not flipping and throwing a temper tantrum. It is what it is. Fight who want to fight you. And if Floyd Schofield want that smoke his young ass. Because, look, I'm not biting my tongue on this. I think he can make it a competitive fight to a degree. But I think long-term, IQ and pedigree and overall skill set and discipline is just on another level. I think Shakur understanding of the boxing game is just on a different level than Floyd Schofield. You know what I mean? I think he'll outbox him and outsmart him. You know what I'm saying? You already told us how he hurt you to the body with a shot in sparring. You get what I'm saying? He already got that in his mind. So look, let's see it. Dog punch all over Kid Austin. They're gonna discredit the win, and we gonna ignore him, Fabry G's, because we real boxing fans. And if you get in there and lace him up, you're a man, and I'm gonna treat you like that. I'm gonna respect you like that. I mean, I don't think he'll get completely ran over because he's very competitive. He's energetic. You gotta, those little bursts. He do like to jump in a lot. Like, he'll create moments for himself. I can see it, but overall, I just think, IQ is going to have to be raised to a level that I don't think he quite possesses at this moment. I don't think with the skill set that he has is as refined as what they're looking to get it. His father says it all the time, so it's not like I'm up here tripping. He keep talking about how his frontal cortex or whatever he be saying ain't really developed and all of that, and he really ain't get his man strength. You saying all of these things, so don't think I'm tripping when I say those same things that he ain't quite get yet because he's still young, and some of that stuff comes with experience and time. Those are going to be the reasons that he lose. Straight like that. I'm just going right off of what his father said. You know what I mean? So it's crazy for somebody to be punching so hard and breaking noses and punching people in their throat and all this stuff that he preached. But then you find yourself in a rough fight and you get knocked down by a journeyman. He really was pushing the pace and had you looking bad. You out here missing a stool and some more shit. You get what I'm saying? So nah, man. Like you think that that's the level that you want? Please go get in there. I respect y'all. I support y'all. I rock with y'all. But that's not a fight that I'm picking y'all to win at all. And I think Shakur gonna show you. You know how y'all like to say his levels? Yes. You know how y'all said it out your own mouth? Your son said that's his favorite fighter, and you say he one of the most talented fighters in all of boxing. That's telling me all I need to know. Y'all know full well what it is. If y'all take that opportunity, y'all got my respect. I'm supporting it, but I don't think y'all beating that young man. Behind the Hands TV, what's good with it, bro? What I've been saying about Ronnie and Schofield, you know you and Dub, y'all know what's up. You know, Purnell showed me what's up. Behind the Hands showed me what's up. Mr. Impride kid also couldn't even. Man, Stu, yeah, Schofield think he going to land so-called power on Stevenson. Yeah, I think he can hit him because I think everybody get hit. You can land some shots, but I don't think you're going to land those kill shots. I don't think you're knocking him out. Ant McQueen, what it do? K. Causey, what it do? The Butcher, my guy, what's good, family? Let's talk fashion in the building. Remo came in on his dip set in Milan. Kid Awesome fight like a roller with more IQ, rude exposure. What's good with it? Yes, sir, Brody. Levels. Levels. You know what I mean? Well, word of Schofield and talks with Devin Santos. You gotta do it. And his dad voice Jack. So you gotta see, man. You gotta see. Shout out to the Butcher. Like I said, I got it from two different people that, you know, not only did Matchroom really reach out about this fight, you know, my guy, the boxing source, spoke to Floyd Schofield Sr., Auntie Sco, as y'all call him, and he said they working on that fight with him and Shakur. So it's very premature. It's early. We just want to see what comes out of it. I like these kind of conversations because it could lead to a good fight. At the end of the day, I love boxing before anything. Look, that Schofield's a young, eager guy. I think he want to prove himself. I think he want to get in there and swim with the Sharks. Now, this would be his opportunity to do so. Hopefully they, you know, facilitate a deal or offer a situation where we can get a fight out of it. You know what I'm saying? It would be kind of unexpected. I definitely didn't see this coming next, but, you know, Zepeda injured. You know, people all over him, they feel like he faking an injury. Like I said, I gave y'all my thoughts on that. I don't feel like a guy would, you know, fake an injury to sideline him. So I think that's foolish and moving backwards. And it's playing and gambling with your career, too. It's just stupid all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. You know, I feel like as long as he come back and his focus is to get in there with Shakur and or one of those top guys, you got to fight for a title because you rank highly, but number one across the board, then pretty much. So you gotta get in there with somebody that makes sense. So we gonna sit here and 6 to 8 weeks, let him do his thing. And in the meantime, February 22nd sound like a targeted date. Floyd Schofield Sr. talking about they'll be ready. He's saying that Stockholm is gonna be an easy fight, blah, blah, blah. Okay. He said he gotta do it his voice. Schofield Sr. Shakur would tell you, my son knows the 5 styles of boxing. You think Shakur has some ring rust by now? I mean, I think rust for him. Rust for him, it just a look different. Like, right? I don't see him like having no real, not to the point where it will hinder him. I'll say that, the Butcher. Like, I think anybody can have a bit of like shake some of the cobwebs off, so to speak. Paco's Boxing Talk was good, fam. Y'all make sure y'all uppercut the like button, whatever, with your favorite punch. Sock it out. Let's rock out. And we gonna keep building. But so yeah, I think it's possible, but he won't be at no real disadvantage in my opinion. I mean, I think he's a real gym rat. So I don't think it'd be long for him to shake off any potential ring rust. Some people don't really believe in ring rust. I just feel like with him, it's all about the camp. You know what I mean? I feel like the better the camp, the better his performance. You know what I mean? I got a chance to talk to him before on the channel and speaking to him about a specific fight and hearing how good his training camp was prior to him having one of the best performances of his career. That's why I based that off. Like, I think, it's all up to him and what kind of, what I'm saying? How did rehab go with him getting his hand back, right? Is his confidence fully there using it, right? Or is he still thinking about hurting it? You get what I'm saying? Did he make a little tweak to how he going to throw his punches, to what gloves he going to wear? Little stuff. So it's all about comfort and confidence for him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I say I base a lot of that. He have a phenomenal training camp. There you go. You know what I'm saying? He'd be good. So, and I do feel like he's one of those talents that, just like any other talent, not just him, but when you got a really smart, talented fighter, you want to test that. You want to test that guy accordingly. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to keep giving them guys that he's supposed to beat or, looked at as non-threats. That's why this Zepeda fight was very intriguing. It was interesting for so many different reasons, right? You get what I'm saying? You had an opportunity to see a dude really go out there and deal with a guy that's chucking upwards of 100 punches around. See how the defensive wizard to deal with that, right? Somebody that you ain't seen hurt yet. And there's a lot of little questions that would have been answered in that fight. So it was a good challenge, and I think that would have kept him sharp. Fights like that, that saying as far as guys getting up for good fighters, that could be said about that. I think he'd really get up for that fight because it's a dangerous fight. You can't slip, you can't fall asleep with no Zepeda in front of you, right? Dude ripping a lot of punches. He go to the body real well, and he's just like a machine. You know what I mean? He got a reserve tank, a couple of them. You know what I mean? That dude just don't stop punching. So I think those are the type of fights he need. He need threats. He need to be threatened in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But Schofield possess, his own set of challenges, right? He got a Sean Porter-esque like style, right? Without all the right trimmings, right? He ain't as sharp as Sean at all. And his feet ain't as good. It's a lot of experience that's missing. So he ain't no real Sean Porter. But at the end of the day, he's some similarities there, but he got a ways to go. Mark West was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Mike White was good with it, bro. Yeah, Zepeda, he injured, bro. Yeah, Zepeda ass found himself injured after the fight with Tevin Farmer. So they said some hand injury or something to that effect. They're saying 6 to 8 weeks. Like I said, then you got Schofield, Floyd Schofield, senior and junior. They acting as if they want to step up to the plate. And it's early, so I don't know what's going to come out of it. Like I said, I got it from two separate people. One that spoke to senior directly, said that's something they actually working on. And I'm not against it. But let's see if they find their way out of this fight or what happened. Because it's going to come out in the wash. It's going to all come out. I just don't want to hear no fabricated story as to what happened. Like, if you don't take this fight, I want to know exactly why this fight didn't happen. If that's something that they reached out about, if this is something that y'all working on, don't tell me he ducked y'all, because he already said, talk to your promoter. So go ahead and make it happen. Ask Val what it do, my guy. What's good with it? Yeah, I think it's more Oscar than Zepeda, Mike. I think it's more Oscar than Zepeda. I really do. Because I think fighters fight, yo. I really do. I believe that. I think fighters fight. I just don't see no reason why that dude would be hesitant to go challenge somebody for a title and make some money while doing it. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. You getting 2 for 1. Like, why wouldn't you want to become the first dude to beat Shakur Stevenson if you could, right? So I don't think, faking a hand injury makes sense. Like I said, I'm fresh off people saying that Shakur just did that to get out of a fight with Cordina, and that was weird. That didn't make sense, because you're telling me a dude going, forfeit basically a payday to sit on the sideline to go into a potentially more dangerous fight. Where's the thought process in that? You would take that fight, whether it's a tune-up or not, then you use it as a tune-up to stay busy, stay active, and make real good money. You ain't making no tune-up money. You get me? So that's like, a fighter is going to fight. Especially this guy. This the same dude that was thrown up in between rounds of sparring and getting sent to multiple specialists and pretty much being suggested to pull out a fight and didn't do it. Nah, that's not nobody that's gonna fake no damn injury, miss out on the payday and the opportunity to fight when that's just all he want to do. Like, hell no, it just don't make enough sense for me. So, furthermore, you fast forward to this situation, it's very similar thoughts. I know, you look at him stylistically, you see the challenge that Zepeda possessed, but there's a nice percentage of people that feel like Shakur can outbox this man. You get what I'm saying? No matter the threat he possessed, but it's still a good fight to make. And I don't think Zepeda is looking to sit on the sideline and not fight the best. That just don't make sense. But I think Oscar would be, the guy to try to move him in another direction. Let's see, Zepeda's team leader. He can beat Stevenson. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to blame. I don't want to sound like I'm blaming Oscar either, but I believe in the fighter wanting to challenge himself, and I just don't see a guy being scary like that. Like, it just don't make sense. Those opportunities that you fight for, right? You 30 plus fights in, you ready to cash in on a title opportunity. That's what you need. You get what I'm saying? Don't nothing else make sense with Williams and Zepeda, but for him to challenge somebody for a title. So, you want to sit on the sideline for a while. Let's see what he do when he get back. Rehab the hand and get back. Because I ain't going to act like I said, that fight was a war pretty much. I don't think nobody could have anticipated that fight playing out like that. And the fact that it was a war and it was going at it like that, I ain't surprised that somebody could come up out of there nicked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So 6 to 8 is a timeline. That's 2 months, man. He'll be back in the mix. He'll be right back in the mix. So let's see it, man. But until then, Floyd Schofield and Kid Austin is on the clock. Junior and senior is on the damn clock, y'all. Y'all punch that like button for me. Let's keep rolling, though, man. Let's keep rolling. Let's see him fight Frank Martin. And there's Frank. I think Frank might be going to 140. But I think Frank might be going to 40. The scrap Farmer versus Zepeda was very entertaining. It was a fun fight to watch. They made that. They gave everybody their money's worth right there. That's why I say I don't think he anticipated that fight being that physical. That Tevin Farmer was bringing it. He was standing there. He was staying in that fire, fighting. He fought a very risky fight, and it almost paid off. But I just know that's that kind of fight where it's that close like that. He can't win those type of decisions. He would have had to box and be clean, and really like make it convincing. It couldn't be close and competitive like that, and they give it to him. There was no way he was getting that type of decision victory over Zepeda. There was no way they was gonna give it to him. But it was a damn good fight for as long as it lasted. Man. Oh, I'm tripping. Oh, I had the video right here, and Bugging Farmer was trying to stay in the pocket too. Yeah, he did. He did a hell of a job. He pushed the pace a little bit in spots. Got the only knockdown in the fight. He weathered some storms. I just think what won it for Zepeda was down the stretch, and I'm back maybe last 4 rounds or so. I think Tevin Farmer was feeling the pace of the fight, and he really slowed down a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think Buddy was able to take advantage of it. Malaza was good, family. I think he was able to take advantage of it. And that's why I say he the worst dude to slow down against. You can't slow down against him. Can't slow down against him. You slow down against him and you can't match his output, you're going to get outworked. And I think that's what Tevin Farmer had happen. And even with that, I still think he made a very good case for himself pulling that fight off. Emmanuel was good for him. It was a damn close fight, man. He took Zepeda to war. So Zepeda out. Kid Austin possibly could be in the mix, man. You know what I mean? This could be a real thing. So let's see it, man. I don't know. I think Oscar will risk his investments of pay losing Stevenson, especially at other championship opportunities. I think at some point, though, you got to deliver for Zepeda, as a fighter. Like, what you going to keep doing? Especially if he ranked, I believe, number 1. Like, you got to put him in there with somebody at some point. You get what I'm saying? What you gonna keep doing with him? Especially when you've been calling Stevenson name. That'll just make your fighter look bad. So I feel like at some point you gotta cash in, but unfortunately we gotta sit through, seeing whatever he gonna do after this hand injury. But in the meantime, in between time, let young Schofield get in there. But before I'm gonna play this video one more time before we keep it rolling, man. We got to talk about Claressa and Kane, man. Got to. Give me a second.
Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Shakur, now you know Zepeda duck you. You knew that would happen. So what's up? Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. We'll be ready for February 22nd to meet you wherever you gotta meet. And we donating half our bag to charity. So it ain't no excuse. We ready to sign. The pen is nice and warm. The ink is nice and warm. We ready, Shakur. Let's go. Let's get the fans a great fight. And the winner could fight Zepeda, could fight Tank, could do whatever they want. But I guarantee we gonna stop you, boy. We gonna stop you, Shakur. We ready.
We get a fight out of that. Hen dog, what it do? Santo again. For me, he said we gonna stop you, Shakur. he said that don't even sound believable. We gonna stop you, Shakur. Shout out to Floyd Schofield Sr., man. That shit funny though. I don't believe you, man. He said we gonna stop you, Shakur. We gonna stop you, boy. We gonna stop you, boy. That's how he sound. That's how he sound. Friendly. That's one of the friendliest threats I've ever heard. Boy, we're gonna stop you, boy. We're gonna stop you, Core. We're gonna stop you, boy. I'm telling you, we're gonna stop you out there. I'm telling you, we hit too hard, man. We know how to punch in the throat, man. We know how to shut off your breathing. We know how to punch in the pressure points. Yeah, what my bro be saying, we know the 5 styles of boxing. Yeah, he ready to go. We know the 5 styles of boxing. He sounded convincing. Yeah, Rick, what's good with it, Rick? How you feeling? Also, is going to try tomorrow, Shakur down. Yeah, I think he'll try to like overwhelm him, bring pressure, doing that jump in and out, crowd him with punches, and I think he'll get picked apart after he pick up on his cadences, rhythm, patterns. I mean, I think he'll start to, sharpshoot him, pick him apart, and just take him to school. Know what I mean? Killing Auntie Sco. Y'all crazy. Call that man Auntie Sco and just say somebody is not Stevenson's a pay to be. A lot of 135 pounds is just not Stevenson. Yeah, I think that's a very entertaining fight. Fate was good with it. Yeah, I think he'll counter him once he pick up on the jumping in and out. I think the fighters start to tip after that second half because he gonna make it there, but he moves so much. He like a jackrabbit. No disrespect. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He like a jackrabbit. He burn a lot of energy. And he got a lot of muscles. And I think I don't want to say he be loading up, but he put a lot into his shots. And, if you in there with a guy that's making you miss those same shots, what your gas tank going to be like in round 6 and 7 and 8 and further? You know what I'm saying? We just seen you go 12 rounds. We seen you slow down significantly down the stretch. You could tell that, y'all know that the performance didn't look his best because you said something about them changing it to 12 rounds at the last minute, as if like those 2 extra rounds hurt y'all, but y'all looked tired before you even got to round 10. You looked tired from like 8 on, you know what I'm saying? And you allowed Rene was his name, Rene Gervonta, to hang around. So, and he got the only knockdown of the fight. So if you gonna go from a Rene Gervonta to Shakur Stevenson, I tip my hat to both of y'all. I respect that. That's a real challenge, man. Especially if you're able to go out there and compete at a high level when you in there. But I ain't picking him to win that fight. I just can't see it. Flyer frequency, my guy. December 7th, when the Haitian or the Australian. The Haitian man. My guy Richard. My guy Richard, man. I'm going with my guy Richard.
I'm not going to discredit you. You're not a brawler. You're a boxer, bro.
We'll see.
What are you talking about?
What fight did you sit there? Sabrina Matias, you moved in hell. You moved in hell. Moved in hell. Your corner had to talk to you. Come on, mate. You can do this. You can do this. Like, you did not stay there and
Where
fight.
was you to put your hand up to fight? You didn't.
Oh, I don't want to.
We're after the big names, and sadly you ain't.
Get him.
Okay, so I'm here.
Get him,
It's mandatory, 100%. I'm not taking that away from you, 100%. So I want the bigger names. And look, I took the fight when you were my mandatory after I beat Matias. So this is it. We're here now, and that's it. December 7th we fight, 100%.
He said your team had to tell you, come on, Mike. You can do it, Mike. Come on, Mike. I got Hitchens, man. That was a little sidebar because my guy asked about that fight. Shout out to them, December 7th. We're going to build on that as the fight get closer too, because December 7th is right around the corner. Come on, Mike. You can do it, Mike. And Tony, yo, what's good, family? I'm busy, my guy. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to you. Tay, what's good with it? Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everybody, man. Again, shout out to my baby boy for his 7th birthday, man. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna build for a little bit before we get out of here. Blunt Sport, good fight. Yeah, I'm giving the edge. I'm giving the edge to Hitchens. I'm rocking with Hitch. I think this is a fight for him to win. Styles make fights. This should be a good style matchup for both. I think it's a fight he could win. I don't think it'll be easy because it shouldn't be easy. Liam Parrow can fight a real contender, real champion, should I say. Not contender, real champion. So we're going to get a real fight. But I think Hitchens could prove itself, man, make his mark right here with the right kind of win. So I got Richards and Hitchens pulling this off. Points. Win, not going to lie, Keyshawn Cook both. And I'm taking Africa on decision. Me too, BJ. Tay said he got Parrow. Liam got Pop. Yeah, he can punch a bit. He can punch. But I think this fight, I think stylistically, like he, Liam Parrow's style will allow Hitchens to do more of what he do, box and be smart. So I think this would be a chess match, and I think Hitchens gonna win it. And Hitchens outboxing me too. I think so too. I think that's how it's gonna happen. Yeah, I think Hitchens outboxes him. In pride, I do. I think he think in a competitive fight, I think he gonna edge him on points. It's going to be a good fight, though. It's close, competitive. But I like Hitchens. I like his talent, I like his skill set. And stylistically, I think this fight favor him. I think the pace will favor him, too. He ain't going to fight nothing like Lee moves. He's not a shorter guy. He ain't going to be in his chest like that. I seen the way he beat Matias, but I don't think he'll beat Hitchens like that because Hitchens can do a lot of the things Matias ain't good at. Hitchens is. So this fight gonna look totally different. It's gonna be a lot more competitive. You're gonna see ebbs and flows. I don't think nobody get dominated per se. And if somebody gonna get dominated, I just don't see it being Hitchens. I think he got enough tools in his box to make this a good fight and a good win for him too. So we'll see. I could be wrong. Shout out to my guy Ant McQueen. Paragon, Montana, love Africa. Yeah, I ain't gonna do my boy Africa. I ain't gonna do my boy like that. Ain't gonna get my boy like that. Africa. Ain't gonna do him like that, man. But look, good fight December 7th. We're gonna chop it up some more. There's a pay to fight show me how good Hitchens is at range. Yeah. And I think this style that Parrow fights with allows Hitchens to go in his bag more. I don't think he's no crazy pressure fighter. He's a boxer that can punch a bit. You know what I'm saying? Australian guy. I think Hitchens got something for him. I do. I believe in Richards and Hitchens. Always have. And I think this is an opportunity to show it. All things was good, bro. Joseph was good, family. Yeah, y'all be on it. Y'all be trying to bet. LaMarcus, my guy, was good, family. Shout out to the famo. We're gonna keep rocking, man. We ain't done. So hopefully we get some more understanding or some straightening out of Schofield and Shakur fight, if that's gonna really happen. Like I said, that's a real thing. Matchroom reached out to Golden Boy. You see them go back and forth on Twitter. His father making public call-outs, talking about how they're gonna win the fight, talking about how warm the ink is and all that other stuff. Okay, Skull. Okay, Skull. Well, let's keep rolling though, man. So we got to talk about this, man. Clarissa Shields, man. Clarissa Shields been in the headlines crazy. You know, she no stranger to a good old headline or some controversy, right? A little back and forth. No evidence was good with it. Dre was good with it. Both fight on the zone. Right, was good with it, fam. But yeah, her name been all in the headlines, and you know, she been recently going back and forth with Cam, and you know, spilled over into the internet. Everybody got their different takes, and you know, I think she getting a lot of criticism, a lot of backlash for, I think, just her outspoken nature, her, I don't know, her willingness to want to compete and be recognized as one of the best. I just don't really see an issue with it. I don't think her approach is perfect, right? But I just don't see enough flaws in her overall as a fighter to just not support her. I don't get where people are even questioning how great she is. I've heard somebody sit up and make arguments about finding ways to take away from what she's accomplished. Like, I think that's what's wrong with boxing right there. There's no way in hell that you can look at what she's done since she's laced a pair of gloves up and downplay it. I don't give a damn how you know, how you try to dress it up and spin it. There's just no downplaying what she's done in the sport. And then she's done this shit without having 30, 40 fights. She really like walking history. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the girl is just very competitive. Like I said, you're not going to like everything she say and do. But when it's all said and done, I think we forget it's all about, we don't, you know, how does she handle herself in the ring? You get what I'm saying? Is she turning down smoke? Is she giving you the fights that you're supposed to get? Is she running away from anything that's competitive? You get what I'm saying? Is she standing on business? Is she head and shoulders above the competition? Is she not going in there and stomping on shit? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like people is behind her enough because they turned off with the way she speak. I mean, I could never mind that because it ain't like she don't back up the shit she talking. I can see if she ain't, but I don't give a damn about how many knockouts she do or don't. God, I could care less. This shit, the sport ain't called knockout. It's boxing, and she do that shit at the highest level every single time you see her get in the ring. And I just don't think that I could be mad at her setting a record straight or setting somebody like Cam straight on a fact, on something that he put out there that was a fact that was inaccurate. I think people got to, you know, start with that. First things first. You speak about most viewed, and think the numbers was, excuse me, inaccurate on that. I think she had the most viewed fight, her and Savannah Marshall. NHA2 was good with it, bro. She seeks attention. I think she got it already, though. She don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say she don't need it, but I think, you know, she a woman, right? She don't mind being noticed. I think she like being noticed. You know what I'm saying? I think she like the spotlight. I ain't going to lie. You do? But I don't think there's nothing bad about it, though. I don't know how she hating on Amanda, though. I hear people saying that, but I ain't make the connection. And I got this video. We're going to get into it. I'm going to play this video. We're going to see what she was talking about up there. I don't know. I don't see her as a hater, though. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But talk to me, because we here to talk about it. We here to talk about it. You know, I want to hear what y'all think too. So if y'all think, but I don't think she's a hater. I just think she like people to put some respect on her name. And I know people get tired of it, but they really be out here questioning as to who the GWOAT, yo. I think that's disrespectful in and of itself, because you never heard nobody even use the term to who came about. I know women's boxing had a time with the Layla Ali's, the Ann Wolf, Christy Martin. I get all of that. But it was a point where women's boxing went on kind of quiet mode, silent mode, man. She kind of revived it. She breathed a lot of life in the women's boxing, man. She ain't the only one. She's not the only one. But, man, you just can't deny her greatness. You can't deny, like, her ability to perform and really get the job done. You get what I'm saying? Like, going out there, she's accomplished as they come. You get what I'm saying? She traveled all around, you know what I mean, in the Olympics, man, fighting these women to get 2 gold medals. And people even downplay that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I can't see it that way. I can't see no scenario in boxing where the way you look at what she's done as a negative. You don't got to like everything she say, but since when do you allow what she say to override what she actually do? That's where I'm at. I'm still a sports fan. She in that ring, she's phenomenal to watch. When she fighting, who don't want to watch her fight? If you love boxing, you love you some women's boxing. because she gonna go and without a knockout. And in her last fight, shit, she went out there and gave you a knockout. So without it, she gonna give you a boxing lesson. That shit gonna be fun. I don't know, man. I love what Clarissa Shields is doing. I think she's getting a lot of backlash. I don't know. I know they deeming her as some type of hater, but when you are as accomplished as she is, like, there's no need to hate on somebody else. Like, they all could be doing their thing. And I like all these women. I think they all putting on in a big way. Big Supreme was good with it. She definitely can fight, but she hating on that woman. I don't know how, though. Talk to me. No evidence. Happy B-Day to your son. Appreciate you. NAH2, much love for the 20-piece, man. Putting some color in the chat. Appreciate you, my guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy NHA, man. Much love, bro. Teach was good, family. Big Supreme, what it do? 88 Sports Talk, what it do, family? Pat Bell in the building, what's good, family? Appreciate it.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Cash Crypto, what it do? We're gonna get to him. I played this video where she was in the spaces and she was talking. I think that's where the people were saying, talking about the hating and stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about it. Cause look, y'all, we all free to see it a different way. I just don't see her as a hater. Like, I don't. Like, very competitive. Hell yes. Very super competitive. Very, very. Do she like to let you know how bad she is? Absolutely. Do she talk her shit? Absolutely. But yeah. Don't she back it up? Don't she back it up every single time? No, every single time. Not some of the time, not most of the time, every single time. Like, you get me? And look, she's not going to be perfect with her approach. But I think if you just understand where she's coming from, she's been slighted since she laced them up. They've been trying to knock her. They literally try to build Savannah Marshall's career off her back, off a damn amateur win with it. Well, we know that was a gift if y'all watch that fight. You get me? That's the shit she been dealing with the entire time. You got people questioning as who, if it's any question as to who the damn GWOAT is. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't no question. It's not up for debate. Her being the GWOAT don't stop Amanda Serrano from being the real deal. Amanda Serrano will always be the real deal. What is she, a 7-division champion? Man, she got more knockouts than most people have fights. Most of these women have fights. She's that. She is every bit of the real deal. And that's what she's always been. She's going to continue to be it till she hang them up. But it ain't no question. Let's make no mistake, man. It's only one GWOAT, man. It's only one, and it's okay to say that. It's not no damn debate. It's no debate. If y'all debating that, y'all part of the problem. This is why she going hard like this. Did y'all see the way that they slight her? Katie Taylor came out. They try to call Katie Taylor more influential in the sport of boxing than her. Imagine what she'd do to Katie Taylor if they fought. How many times you seen Katie Taylor in a fight where you probably thought she lost? Now name the fights where you seen Clarissa Shields in and you thought she lost. You get what I'm saying? That shit ain't close. She whooped ass in a high level every single time. So again, it's not, I like building up the sport. So I ain't pitting them against each other because they'll never fight. But let's be real, man. Skill against skill, who messing with her? Name me a more skillful female in the sport of boxing overall than Clarissa Shields. I don't even think it's close. Overall skill, talent, accomplishments, that shit, and the amount of fights. Well, she got 15 fights. This shit is crazy. You ain't never seen nobody do it like that. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate it, bro. But appreciating the GWOAT don't mean I appreciate Amanda Serrano any less. You get what I'm saying? Just real, recognize real. Amanda Serrano is everything they say she is. She great and she the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And she damn sure got jerked out of a damn decision more recently against Katie Taylor. She is it. But I'm telling you, Clarissa don't have those kind of fights. Respectfully, no disrespect. There's nobody that's going to get in there and give her that fight. They're not doing it. It's nobody off the top that you could think is going to get in there and do that, especially at the weight class she at. Who you got beating her? You get what I'm saying? It's not too many people that you can say wherever weight class she's at, she's the absolute number one fighter there. And that's how they're going to look at it. You're going to have to beat her to prove otherwise. You get what I'm saying? She really the real deal. She really is. Amanda Serrano is great, bro. She is great. She's the real deal. I love that name for her. And she always been that. But it's like Clarissa came around She knows she coined the name, the GWOAT. It wasn't even no debate. Now you got people like, nah, man, Serrano, man, don't do her like that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's why she be going so hard, man. She like, yo, when y'all gonna respect me, man? We do numbers, man. We put on. She put on for the sport in a big way, man. I love it, man. You said fans start giving a co-main event, the main event pay-per-view numbers. Yo, hey, listen, bro, I'm gonna be respectful as hell. I love them ladies, man. They put on, bro. I have nothing negative to say about their performance, the numbers. But yeah, like you said, that's foolish. You can't do that. That's like rewriting the rules at this point. Now, is she a part of it? There's no denying it. There's no denying it. Were people really tuned in and watching that fight? I absolutely do. I absolutely think they were part of it. But let's not ever make no mistake. Like the name on the bill wasn't Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, however you want to look at it. You take that away from the situation, I don't think those numbers reach those heights, respectfully. And it's like, if you want to have a conversation, that's not me slighting nobody. That's just an honest observation. I don't think that, those numbers get pulled in without Mike Tyson being on there, for better or for worse. 58 and all, still was a lot of people showing up that was like, hey, man, I wonder could he be the one to knock Jake Paul out? It's a lot of people that seen them training videos and thought they had a real fight going on till they had to see that it was scripted to the T. But, that's another story. But you get me. That's what I think led to the numbers. But was they part of it? Absolutely. No denying it. They contributed, and they had a war of a fight. Shit, they stole a show, right? That fight was way more entertaining than anything Jake and Mike had going on that night. But you know what I mean? That's just the way it go, though. You can't say, oh, the co-main was the responsible for the overall number. Like, that's crazy. Because then what we saying about Jake Paul and Mike? What did they do? Nothing. You get me? They carried the bill, unfortunately, because of the name. The name Mike Tyson still holds some weight. I truly believe that. And I think it was a lot of people, like I said, seen training videos that was like, hey, man, Mike looked like he's still beating ass out here. You get what I'm saying? Mike still like he can kick some ass. But that shit was rigged to the T. Boxing hackers. Appreciate the 5-piece. Amanda lost to Taylor twice. I've been talking about her in comparison to Shields. If Shields wasn't black, greatness wouldn't even be questioned. Yeah, man. That you got a point there. I just don't understand how you question who's the GWOAT and if she's even great. I heard somebody say, well, she moved down and beat a bunch of smaller girls that she was supposed to beat. I think that's foolish. She'll beat pretty much anybody you put in front of her in any weight class, in my opinion. And this shit don't even be close. She really kick ass. And I just don't understand how you question the greatness. If you're going to say you don't like how she speak, or you don't like, maybe she's too, I don't know, aggressive for you. I don't know what it is, but you got to be able to appreciate her as an athlete. I ain't saying she perfect. None of us are, but she's still, the fact that it's even in question is crazy. Like, no slight to Katie Taylor is great too. Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Clarissa don't get in there and be having these close ass fights like that, bro. Know what I'm saying? She don't get, hometown cooking and all of that. She beat ass for real. You know what I'm saying? And it don't, more times than not, it be clear. You know what I'm saying? Unanimous. Shout out to
and we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yeah, she great, bro. She is, man. I just wanted to put that in perspective. You could still appreciate all these women. Serrano is it. She everything she's supposed to be, and then some, bro. And she got a raw deal in her last fight, I believe, but still don't dim her light at all. Like, I just hate the fact that they even go at each other, because that's what they want them to do. You know what I'm saying? They all great, and they want them to feel like they can't all coexist at the same time. Yes, y'all can, because y'all all are responsible for putting on for boxing in a big way. That being Katie Taylor, the Serranos of the world. You got Clarissa Shields, and those just some of the bigger names. You got the Shadeja Greens of the world, just won her WBO title in super middleweight. She all in the mix. Like, these women putting on in the big. We got Franchise Cruz still out there. It's a lot of women. Alicia Baumgartner still out there. It's a lot of women that's doing their thing. Y'all all responsible for moving the sport forward, but I just think Clarissa Shields respectfully spearheaded a lot of that because of her outspoken nature. She brought a lot of eyes to herself just because of how she talked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into the conversation of how popular and how many people know her, but I'm pretty sure she's known enough. You watch boxing, you know who Clarissa Shields is. There's no way you can say you watch boxing heavy and you don't know who she is. Get what I'm saying? So she's put in that work and she's earned the right. Get what I'm saying? And like I said, some people are turned off by her outspoken nature. You know what I'm saying? And how confident she is, or maybe cocky, whatever you want to, overconfident. I love it because she go out there and prove it every single time, man. Every single time. Zach B was good with it. Is it the GOAT? She doesn't have to keep terms every time someone else shines. I don't think that's it. I think people naturally try to pit them up against each other, and they do it in a way, and they take the bait. They take the bait. I think somebody kind of bit the bait in this situation. Gianni was good with it, fam. I think they sometimes they take the bait and they want to see them go back and forth with each other. But I think what I'm saying is my conversation is that I don't think there's no denying who the GWOAT is. And I think they're all great and they can all coexist. I think they all are responsible for why women's boxing is where it's at. But I think, you know, Clarissa Shields really shined a really, really bright spot and opened a lot of people's eyes that wasn't watching it. You know what I'm saying? I could. Do you really think Amanda is Katie through good African viewers? Nope. Absolutely not, Mr. Improv. Absolutely not, bro. Yeah, shout out to Michaela Mayer. She can box her ass off. She absolutely can. GWOAT carried one box from forgotten about 2 cents. I think she revived it. She breathed life back into it. You know what I mean? When it was a little on silent mode, I think she brought a lot of eyes and brought a different energy to it. You know what I'm saying? And for sure, you got your Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano been putting on for years. But, you know, she's at a heavier weight class, bigger women. And, you know, how many people could say their first fight was Clarissa Shields or Franchise Cruz, vice versa? You get what I'm saying? Their first fight was each other. They really, she different. And I just don't see no other way to slice it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't take away from anything that any other female is doing. But I think she kind of stand alone because you start talking about, I don't know, women go on pound for pound, but if you just pit her up against any other woman, any other weight class, do you have any of these other contemporaries beating her? I don't. Scale for scale, I don't. You put any of these with these, she was the same size and weight as any of these people they compare her to, she would beat them. And I think convincingly too. I really do. Think she did something different, man. And sometimes what it takes, it take for a person to retire and go missing for you to see how special they was. I don't think you could say you quite seen somebody that's been this dominant inside the rings, racking up the accomplishments. Like I said, who was the last guy to get a gold medal? Who was it? Ward? Was it Andre Ward? You get what I'm saying? She got 2 of them damn things, man. She's special. I don't think you can do that without being special, bro. I just don't. She's special. And people just don't like her. Maybe her approach, maybe she too rough. But, yeah, I think, you know, people are so quick to question how great she is. I think that makes her defensive and feeling like she got to always defend it. And you get what I'm saying? Imagine having to defend your name on a damn amateur loss that really wasn't a loss. Like I will never forget. Look how that worked out for Savannah Marshall, y'all. Look how that worked out for Savannah Marshall. And Savannah Marshall went on to win a title and all that. But look how that worked out since she beat her. You don't hear her name being brought up like that. But that's what they were trying to do. Build somebody else's name off of Clarissa. You get what I'm saying? Nobody else. Yeah, man, that amateur win, man. She's the only one that beat Clarissa in the amateurs. And that shit wasn't even a win. They tried to really ride that. They rode that shit all the way until they fought as pros. And although it was very good fight, competitive, it was a clear winner that night. A clear winner. You get what I'm saying? She's special, I think, bro. I really appreciate Clarissa Shields in the sport of boxing, man. Love the confidence, too. She was hating. I don't got her tweets, though. I got this video that I'm going to play though in a second. Off that Flint water. Can anybody name 3 opponents? Clarissa Shields, Christina Hammer, Hannah Gabriel, Franchise Cruz. She fought the girl that I think O'Shea Jones just beat up for a title. Femke Hermans. I think she fought her as well. She fought. I can name her opponents. I can name a couple more if I probably think about it too. But don't my memory don't you know, my memory ain't the best, and I still could do that. I could reel off a couple more. I know her opponents, but I don't think that really I don't really think that means nothing. I ain't even throw Savannah Marshall in there because I was just talking about her. So that one was a, you know, obvious bonus. But yeah, man, I named quite a few of her opponents. Steph was good with it, bro. And I don't know. I don't look at it like that, bro. I don't look at it like, oh, can you name her opponents? Shit, cause my memory be shot sometimes anyway, yo. I mess around, forget, cause I'm forgetful. Like, but that ain't cause that, you know, she ain't fight. Matter of fact, man, let's do it. PLG was good with it. Y'all smash the like button. Let's cook on it, man. Hold on, man. We gotta put some respect on her name, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me pull it up. We're gonna pull it up, man. We're gonna pull it up, man. The GWOAT is the GWOAT, man. Ain't no denying it. Ain't no denying it. What was it? She fought it. She was beating out. She's beating out at 15-0. She beat a lot of ass, man. Her pro debut was Franchise Cruz. Her pro debut was Franchise Cruz. And her fourth fight, she fought Nikki Adler. I remember that fight. I seen it 16-0. Tori Nelson is another one, 17-0-3. Hannah Gabriel's 18-1-1. Hannah Rankin, 5-2. Femke Herman's 9-1. Christina Hammer, 24-0. Ivana Habazin, 20-3. Marie Abdicare, 17-0. Emma Cozine, 21-0-1. I don't know who she's supposed to fight. Savannah Marshall, who's 12-0, beat her up. Cornejo was 16-5, beat her up. 7-1 was her last opponent. She got a damn good resume, yo. Tell me who else she was supposed to fight. That, like, I don't think you can even question who she fought. Because can you say anybody she was supposed to fight that she did? She ain't never ducked nobody. You get what I'm saying? She literally went all the way up to, which is why I believe is 75, but they calling it heavyweight. But she literally way up there now seeking out competition, bro. That's different, man. I don't think you can knock her for who she fought. You get what I'm saying? I don't think so. Talking trinkets and trophy shields. Trophy room hit different. Yeah, that trophy room crazy. Shields destroyed Marshall. Yeah, she put something on her. That was a good fight though. Savannah Marshall held her own in a real way. So Alicia Bumgarner moves up and beats Katie Cheating Taylor. That'd be a good fight. Be a good fight to see if it happened, but I doubt it. I don't think Katie would fight her. She might fight. I think you might get the Amanda Serrano trilogy. Maybe. They saying something about being in negotiations, so maybe they do it. She was cleared in the end, 2 cents, because they couldn't prove like definitively that she intentionally did any wrongdoing. Alicia Baumgartner. So I believe she's good to go as far as her name being cleared. They couldn't prove that she did any wrongdoing. J6. I don't like how the media refused to address her always being violent towards men. People continue to turn a blind eye towards men. Listen, I'll say she is a bit aggressive towards men because I think that's the natural competitor in her. I think with her competing amongst a male-dominated sport, feeling like she always got to prove herself. Now, some people can't level with that. Some people don't see it that way. They like she just overly aggressive. She always talking about fighting men. I get that part. You're not a fan of that because I'm not a fan of it because it's nothing to prove in her fighting no man. That wouldn't determine how great she is or ain't. You know what I mean? So I hate to see it go that route, but I wouldn't say she's violent towards men. I'll say she's aggressive, but because that's the natural competitor in her. And like I said, I think this male-dominated sport, she feeling like she always got to fight for every inch, every mile. You get what I'm saying? Everything she got, and you see it. Think about it. Like people question their resume. Oh, she don't get knockouts. Nobody knows her. Like the worst boxing fans in the world. Like all of that because you don't like how she talk. Like, bro, what we talking about? We forget that this shit is about boxing. How does she perform? Is it worth your money? Is it worth your time? I think it is. You know what I mean? I think she's a one of a lifetime type of fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? She blazed the scene and She doing this shit in a big way, man. She head and shoulders above the competition. It's a special journey to watch, man. Clarissa is it. She went and dipped her toe in MMA messing around, man. You know that girl talented, man. Know that girl a fighter, man. Creel the Traveler, my guy. What's good with it, bro? I need to see more from Bumgarner before I put her on that level. Bumgarner is a good fighter, though. She ain't got a nice style to do. Oh, yeah, that. You talking about that. That's because she, but she's still a female, Jay, man. She's still a female. She got feelings, man. That was a pride thing, Jay. That was a pride thing, man. Stall her out, G. Stall her out, G. Nobody got hurt. Stall her out, man. Nobody got hurt. But nah, man, you don't celebrate things like that. That's an unfortunate situation that went that way. Good thing for them both. Nobody got hurt. Nobody, it didn't escalate. Could have, good thing it didn't. But no, I think she's just aggressive towards men. And some of that is the competitor in her and her just always feeling like she got to prove herself, like I said. And you see it, like I said, when you question who the GWOAT is, just off her coining the phrase and running with the name, and I think she trademarked it and everything. Like to try to question it at this point is like a slap in her face, and people still do that. Everybody don't, but it's people out there that still do it, and it's like that. That's where I level with her. Like, yeah, I kind of whack. Just give her credit. You don't like the fact that she's super outspoken and extra confident. Say that. I get it, but I love it. Because I feel like, again, when you compete in a sport like boxing, you getting punched in your face for a living, you better be confident. But the fact that she's able to be this confident and back it up, I can't be mad at it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to see her go out there and perform. It's kind of like shit. I ain't knock Floyd when he talked this shit. Went out there, Floyd talked crazy and went out there and beat you up. I ain't get mad at him. She doing the same thing in her own way. She talk her shit, but she going out there to beat you up. And that's the thing. That's where I'm at. For me, I can't speak for nobody else. As a fight fan, all of that shit overrides that the little imperfections and her not being perfect. The fact that how she performed, that shit override that little extra stuff for me. I could look past that. She ain't somebody that's getting in trouble, but she ain't perfect. But she very outspoken. She gonna rub some shoulders the wrong way, but that's her, man. As long as she being herself, confident, and walking in her true space, man, I rock with her, man. I rock with her. I do, man. You know what I mean? I do. Some pretending a man to be Katie. I listen. I still rock with Amanda, and I thought she did. I really do. I thought she beat Katie. Them numbers was wild. Them punch numbers, hard to argue, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I can't ignore them punch numbers because I'm willing to bet everything, Boxing Hacker. If the punch numbers was in reverse and they favored Katie Taylor that way, one of the main reasons why you'll be telling all of us that Katie Taylor definitely beat Serrano is because of the punch stats. I know it. I know it to be true because you'll have to be a fool to ignore that. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to make a case for somebody winning. She's got landed too much for me to ignore that and be like, yeah, she got this fight. You get me? But look, if you want to say that, Katie won. Cool. I ain't tripping. But for me, nah. I thought she definitely lost this fight. I definitely did. That pride thing, yeah. He said, they said that pride thing. Excuse me, y'all. Should be respected regardless how bad fanboys feeling. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I get it. Look, I just understand it. Like, because I listen to the people and I hear some of the things that people say, and everything ain't just like somebody hating on her. It's not that. People have criticism, like they ain't going to agree with everything she say or her approach to certain things. Like I say, though, the only thing I will say is, like, I don't care to see her go at it with men because she can't physically get in there with them. And if she did, I wouldn't really be interested in that because that's a lose-lose situation for everybody. So I don't want to see that. I want to keep seeing her see how far she can push her greatness in the sport of women's boxing because she's phenomenal at it. So as long as she keep going out there and beating ass the way she doing, there's no denying her. There's no denying her. I mean, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor was part of a very unique event that took place on Netflix. What was a couple Fridays ago, right? That was dope. It was dope. I'm not looking at it in no negative way. A lot of people were streaming the fight. They had a lot of eyes on them that night. That's great for boxing as a whole. But I think when people start to pit them up against each other individually, that's when the competitive nature start to come out of her. Because at the end of the day, she like what we talking about. She'll go down to 47. She'll go down 47 for that money. You know what I mean? They out get 6 milli. I go down to 47 too. I go down 47 too. Style like Shields, but can't be talking crazy the minute. Anybody, frankly, well, why when disrespect is evident, expect violence, y'all, unfortunate, but it's where the human mind goes. Nah, I get that. I just think a little aggression towards the men sometimes because she in a male-dominated sport and she just feel the need to, you know, fight for every inch, every mile, you know. J-Boxing was good, family. It don't make it cool, don't make it right. I know some people gonna look at it different, but I think that's what it is. B-Dog was good with it. I try to be provoked. Oh, yeah. Because you gotta think she's still human and she's still, you know, like, you know, still a regular person. So, you know, she not above responding. But sometimes, you know, I think they gotta realize that people are looking to provoke them. So they gotta do a better job at just trying to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? But I just overall, I like the performances. I love the confidence. I like what she's doing for the sport of boxing, women's boxing. Overall, just make boxing better to watch because you got these women really putting on in a big way. And she really at the top of the game and remains. You know what I'm saying? Katie lost 2 times to Serrano to and joke. Katie won crowd. Oh, yeah. Damon, my guy, was good with it, man. Drew Matt and coming at a woman like a man is crazy. Yeah, I thought it was a little excessive. Like I get it that she's, you know, but you expect that. Like in combat sports, she can't show no weakness. You know what I mean? Can't show no weakness. I don't think it's a right or a wrong thing. It's just a matter of what you prefer. You know, how she respond to certain things could, you know, she could ignore a thing or two, but you know, Clarissa ain't ducking no fades, man. She ain't ducking no fades, y'all. Set it up. The smoke, Sky Nicholson. I can see through people's personality to really judge them on skills in the ring. Yeah. That's why I focus more so on the skills because that's why we know these people. I mean, I think the personality and all that stuff, you know, is like icing on the cake. Is extra, right? You know what I mean? I think that determines how much the people like you. You know what I mean? How likable are you? Some people say she ain't likable, but I don't see that. I just think if you understand her, then I think you'll like her. You know what I'm saying? I think if you don't understand where she's coming from or her aggression or her stance and position, and then maybe you think she just tripping. Like I said, I rock with her, but let's keep going, man, because I gotta get to this this video. Hold on, because you know her and Cam was getting into it. Let me pull this up, y'all. Give me a second. All right, give me a second. Let me pull this video up. I think this is the one. Okay. The music pissing me off. So this is Camron. Clarissa Shields DM me yesterday. It was like, Cam, they trying to rewrite history. I had the most watched fight in women history. Their first fight, Serrano versus Taylor, was 1.5 million views. My fight was 2 million. I DM'd back. I said, that's what's up, sis. Rob, what it do, fam? You already know. She get them decisions for sure. If it's a close decision, she more times than not, she gonna get it. And this is where she's tweeting. She making this face because facts are facts. They are. Her and Marshall with the 2 million views, 2 million plus. She ain't lying about that. But she just censored. She said you making that face because you know they facts. Facts are facts. When your numbers come out as 2 million, no one commented about it. Now those numbers are smashed and you're upset. How do we make women's boxing grow if that's truly the goal for you? If it bothers you that someone else does good, we fought our asses off to elevate the game. Fought with a gruesome cut to show the world that we women can fight and belong on the big stage. Not to prove that I'm better than anyone. You and I are real different. I wasn't different, huh? And that's obvious. Said they different, man. You know, Serrano said they different. And I ain't tripping off nothing that they saying. She has Amanda always sort of takes the high road and don't really go, you know, the disrespectful route. That's why we always respect her. But I think the confusion is simply what she's saying. If y'all gonna report 1.5 million or whatever it was as the most viewed fight, when hers is 2 million, then yeah, she is gonna have an issue with it. I don't think it's about her not wanting to see somebody else do well. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you mention her fight doing 2 million and 2 million plus? Why wouldn't anybody mention that until they're part of, you know, something? What was it, 60 million streams or something like that? Like, I just don't think that shit is the same. And then you got Mike Tyson and Jake Paul at the top of the bill. And I've never seen in the history of boxing, the sport, where the co-main event gets the credit for what the overall numbers did. I've never seen that before. This will be a first. So I'm not taking credit from nothing they did. They were a part of that. This was a great event. And that's why I hate shit like this, because you don't have to pit them up against each other in this way. Like, maybe she took the bait, but she was just simply making a correction. If you're trying to say one fight at 1.5 is the most viewed and she really had the most viewed fight with over 2 million, that's just a fact. She ain't say nothing wrong. You know what I mean? But this shit being on Netflix with them having their own customer base, this shit ain't the same, man. Like, how many fights were on Netflix, y'all? Like, you just not the same situation. So it was great event, good turnout. I hope everybody on the card got paid. I mean, that's what it is, man. That's dope. But I just don't see how they getting pit up against each other in that way. It's kind of weak. You know what I mean? What they did with the Netflix situation was phenomenal. What Katie Taylor and Serrano did, 1.5, still phenomenal. What Savannah Marshall and Clarissa did, phenomenal. Like, that's how I look at boxing. I don't care about all this petty shit, man. Like, but that shit ain't, listen, Mike being on that bill definitely has something to do with it, bro. You're not going to convince me otherwise. And again, maybe Katie Taylor and Serrano fight for a third time. Those views won't be the same. That's not to knock it, but that's just putting things in its proper context, man. They was part of a great event, no doubt. And they held their own and they fought their asses off. She fought with a nasty ass, like slicing her eye. Nobody can take away from nothing you seen that night. They put on the way they supposed to. I'm gonna always support Serrano. She great, man. She's a damn great fighter. Special great fighter, bro. Simple and plain, man. Oh, what's up, Serrano sisters? Hey, I'm in these spaces getting tight. I'm befuddled about all this. I thought we were all making the sport grow for all of us. Don't mess with Texas. What it do, my guy? Say, listen, big bro, I go straight to the bank with my bag. I don't dwell too much on these issues because of all my blessings. I had a huge shot and I took advantage of it. I did to show women belong on the big stage. Not sure why viewership numbers bother people. Oh, well, she take the high road. I don't think that, and again, maybe I missed something, so I'm going to play the other video too, y'all. I'm going to get to the other video.
Hey, turn, and I'm going to tell you how. Boy, you delusional. I'm going to get you together real quick. First, man, tune in. This stuff I be talking about. I'm about to tune this man up so crazy, boy. I'm about to tune this man up so crazy. Camron is a hater, and I'm gonna tell you how. Boy, you delusional. I'm gonna get you together real quick. First of all, when I inboxed Camron, I saw something where he had said Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor had the most watched women's boxing match in history with 1.5 million viewership. All I inboxed him and said was, y'all can't erase history, bro. Like, I had 2 million viewers, more than 2 million viewers when I fought against Savannah Marshall, and we headline the bill.
Let me just stop it right there. I don't know about everybody else, but I deal with first things first. First things first. She says she's seen a post where he's saying Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano had the most viewed fight in women's boxing with 1.5. She corrected him and DM'd him and said, no, that's not a fact. We had over 2 million, me and Savannah Marshall. That's a fact. That's not her being bothered by somebody else's viewership. That's her being bothered by somebody misstating a fact. That's not a fact. That's not an actual fact. So she's mad at somebody having the facts wrong, or better yet, not even sounding like she mad from what it. She just simply correcting them. What's wrong with saying, hey, yo, that's wrong. Actually, we did 2 million. She can't say that. She can't tell him what the truth was. She was supposed to allow him to believe that that's the most watched fight. Why she just be slighting when she could simply DM him and say, hey, yo, that's not a fact. We did over 2 million, which is a fact. It's simple. I don't see what she did wrong right there. Now, maybe the way she I don't know. I ain't listened to this yet, but first things first, I don't see what she did wrong by correcting him on something that she knew was wrong. He said the wrong thing. She just corrected him. The fact that her numbers was better is just a fact. She wasn't shitting on 1.5. She's just telling you that 1.5 ain't the most. We did over 2 million. What you talking about? They're trying to rewrite history. And that's the shit that they do. When they put up Lomachenko record and they erase losses and little slick shit like that, that's the shit she talking about. They try to slip that in there. When Katie Taylor making her walk out and saying she the most influential woman in female boxing and all that shit, that's the shit that she be talking about. Them little jabs, like, but especially something as clear cut as numbers. You can't just rewrite. You can't make this the most watched if somebody had over 2 million. 1.5 and never be more than over 2 million ever. No matter what kind of math you doing. So you get me? So that's first things first. I don't really see an issue with that. Let's keep going.
In the UK. So we have the most watched women's boxing match. That's where it started. He didn't write me back before the fight. He didn't write me. He wrote me back after and said, oh, okay. Well, now you got some catching up to do. You're weird, because I'm about to get you together right now, Kim. They was not the head of the deal. When they are the head of the deal and 50 million people tune in to see just the women fight, then you can say it's the most watched women's event in history. But it's not. And then all your people sitting back acting dumb as...
Let me stop it again, because people, they so bothered by everything she said. I respect them all. I have no hate. No, I don't take no side. I'm just this for boxing. Y'all know my slogan. This for boxing. We building. She said it again. she just made it clear. Hold on.
Hell, like this. And then all your people sitting back acting dumb as hell. Like this is really facts. But it's not. And then all your people. Then you can say it's the most watched women's event in history, but it's not.
So she's saying, like, if it was only just women up there, then maybe you can say that. And do she or do she not have a point? All I think you could try to disguise that as hate, or you could just look at it as what it is. She's simply saying the fact that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was at the top of it, y'all know that helped sell it too. She's saying, like, you can't just give the numbers alone at the top to the co-main event. They were a part of it, absolutely, but to try to say they was solely the reason when you got a Mike Tyson, a damn legend, I don't care how old he was, he sold that shit to people and they tuned right in thinking they was gonna see something. You know what I'm saying? So that all she's saying, again, right there, we all can see it differently. Some people might say she's hating right there because she's trying to take credit. No, she not. She just being honest. She like, yo, don't act like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul wasn't on the card. That's all. I don't think that's saying that they weren't part of it, but they're just not the only reason for it. That's all.
And then all your people sitting back acting dumb as hell, like this is really facts. It's not facts. The WNBA, they have been breaking records because now, as they're doing the same thing as they done before, now they're getting more viewership. Now they're getting more viewership. Now, if they played right in the same venue right before LeBron and them played, I am quite sure that they would get more viewership too. But when the women headline the top of a bill, that is what you call a women's boxing event or a women's event. It was not a women's event. It was a Mike Tyson and Jake Paul event. The men was the head of the bill.
That's all. That's a fact. The man was ahead of the bill. That's a fact.
If that's what you want to call it, if that's what you want to say. First of all, I have no reason to hate on Amanda or Katie or none of them. For what? Box better. What I gotta hate for? But this is what I'm saying. This fool.
I just don't. I think we make big deals. I think I look at shit like this and I think of some of the worst stuff I've heard in boxing, or like downright hating. If you just telling you, yo, the man is the head of the bill, like that's just a fact. Where have you ever heard the co-main event get the praise of what the main event as a whole did? When have you ever heard it? I've never heard of that shit in my life, and that's why I level with her. I don't think that's not hating if you stating what a fact is. The men were being ahead of the bill. That's a fact. That's all that's a fact. Was it what they say 60 million people watching it? That's also a fact. Viewers or whatever it was, that's streams or however they was counting it up. That is a fact. They were watching that damn thing. I was tuned in. I called it. We had over a 7-hour stream. We was here in the flesh. We was here too. You know what I mean? It's not telling no lies, and I don't want to hear no hate either. Just a bunch of messy ass grown men jumping in women business. Yeah, I ain't hear until she stayed alive. I don't know how the truth can be deemed as the hate. I don't hear her saying nothing that's hate yet. I ain't hear it, so I'm still listening.
He misspoke in the lead up to their fight, saying that they had the most watched women's boxing match in history. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's not facts. I had the most.
Shout out to my bro, man, D1, man, the Cash App, man, for my baby boy birthday. Shout out to you, bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my brother D1.
I have the most watched women's boxing event in history, where it's headlined by women, where we're leading the card. It's nothing against Serrano. It's nothing against Katie, but y'all cannot erase history. Then he's talking about-
and again, it's how you want to look at it. If you're saying that they were a part of everything that the whole of those numbers was, so therefore, you lumping that in together, you gotta give them their credit. No problem. I ain't arguing, but all she's saying is a man was the head of the bill, not the women. So if you telling her to catch up to whose numbers exactly, because who are you giving the responsibility, or who are you giving the number? Who are you giving the credit to when you see the 60 million plus or whatever the case is? I've just never seen somebody look at a co-main event and say, hey, yeah, man, the numbers came from y'all. Like, I've never seen that shit in my life. So, and when I look at, for me, and I'm just speaking for me, when I see that it got a Mike Tyson, a legend, 58 years old, with Jake Paul, somewhat still early in the game, right, in his career, you probably feel like something could happen here. You see them crazy training videos, you like, man, Mike messing around, come out here and smoke his ass. So, I just feel like a lot of people did tune in because of that. I don't think that's hate that she's saying it. I think that's the reality. People just trying to ignore it because you can't just accept what she's saying. That the women weren't the head of the bill. That's her focus. So she feels like you can't then say, yo, when you look at the overall numbers, you look at her and be like, see, you got some numbers to catch up to. Like, shit ain't the same situation. And they fought on Netflix. That shit just totally different, man. Legacy, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Camron is not a sports journalist. He is a rapper and a cool YouTube show. Definitely a dope show.
All right, you was right about that, about the 1.5 and 2 million. Because I sent him the article where it showed that I was the most watched women's boxing match in history with over 2 million viewers. But then he writes and say, but now you got some catching up to do because they just got 50 million people watch they fight. Man, I don't know. You niggas ain't tricking me. Y'all not making me mad. Are y'all crazy? And I want to say something to Cam. I can't stand you niggas who hate black women. I just can't stand it. Y'all, I don't know when you ever done reached out to me and said, congrats on the fight. Good job. You did this, you did that. Never in life. But then you want to come talking some shit in my motherfucking inbox. You want to make your little post. Oh, yeah, Clarissa Shields inboxed me. It's Claressa, my dog. It's not Clarissa. Let's start there. And then you don't even know how to celebrate another black woman. But then you talking about, nigga, you don't even know women's boxing. You don't know boxing, so you talking shit to Shakur. Niggas is lame.
Get him, GWOAT.
I just can't stand y'all.
Hey, what's good with it, bro? You know
like Clarissa, just let it go. Clarissa, don't say nothing. No, I can't.
Get her go. He said that they come at her
people
first.
Come bothering me. Nigga want to come bothering me. Boys, you stupid. It ain't no women event if the women is not the main event.
Yeah, I don't. Shout out to Fire, man. I don't see the real big deal. I don't see that as hate. That's for me. And we over here. This is free platform, man. Y'all think how y'all feel. How y'all feel. For me, I didn't think that was hate. I think we dress everything up as hate nowadays. For me, she's just saying the women weren't the head of the bill. She's saying when she fought with Marshall, that was the head of the bill. Those that over 2 million. Those numbers was based upon them being the main event. The 1.5 plus that Amanda and Serrano did, those numbers were centered off what they did because they were the main event. That's all she's saying. Simple and plain. So she hit him up because they reported 1.5 being the most. She corrected him about the 2 million. Then he took it from the 2 million. He said, yeah, you right or whatever. And then said, well, they did 60 million, whatever. You got to catch up. And she just took that as catch up how because the men were the head of the bill. So I don't really see the big issue. Ain't a big deal to me. Ain't a big deal. Ain't a big deal. This would have Ron beat would have been cooking. If they called her out, I'd have blamed her for being defensive. But the first thing she said was she corrected him about them posting that 1.5 was the most viewed fight at the time of when they posted it. She corrected him that she had 2+ million with Savannah Marshall. Then they came back with when they got those numbers from the Netflix situation that they did X, Y, and Z. You got to catch up. So they told her basically she got some catching up to do, and that's where she took it like, how you telling me I got to catch up when the men was at the head of the bill? It wasn't just the women. That it's simple. It's simple to understand. You either can see it different, but I could clearly understand her point. It's not a right or wrong thing. That's her stance. That's her stance. I just get it. I get it. I get Cam saying what he's saying. It is what it is. Not a big deal though. Stressed Out Boxing was good with it, man. So-called men these days seem to hate women. That's what she was saying. How come Cam never gave Shields props up until now?
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Boxing Hacker. That's a good question. That's the same thing she said. Shout out to Stressed Out Boxing. That's the same thing she said. You never congratulated me on no fight and none of that. At no point in time that I won. Up until now, and I just don't. I think they, them going back and forth with each other is. I think all bets are off now. I think definitely all bets are off. Hold on, y'all. It's more. I had more. Y'all punch out the like button, man. Let's keep rolling, man. I ain't done this yet. Hold on. Let's keep going. Let's keep it rolling. What is this? Is this what I needed? Is this what I needed?
They hate her, and I'm going to tell you how.
I pointed it out a while ago.
And I'm just so sick of all like the little subliminals and people be secretly hating. Man, listen. Gone, bro. I ain't never had to spot ever in history, and I ain't about to start now. I'm number one. That's it. But they just so foolish to make up this fake history. It's not real. Go ahead.
Yeah. So not only that, listen, because I pointed it out a while ago that this whole thing with Amanda Serrano, and I'm not saying there's no beef, but I could tell there was like little subs going.
Right.
And my thing is this, right? Amanda Serrano had never once called herself the GWOAT until after Jake Paul started talking shit to you and y'all had your back and forth. You can go back and check the tweets, all of that. He said, oh, we just signed the GWOAT. All of a sudden, she's calling herself the GWOAT. Now, my thing is this, right? Now, y'all was supposed to be friendly. Y'all was supposed to be cool. So why are you letting this man who you don't know from a hole in the wall come in between y'all and try to divide y'all? I don't understand. At least for me, especially when it comes to women's boxing.
Because it was already some. It got to be because it was already some hate there. It got to be because it was already some jealousy or some envy there. Not from my side, but probably for her, feeling that she's been around longer and she has 7 events.
Nah, Amanda, again, they didn't say Amanda did it, but this is the thing. It's simple. Like, y'all know what it is. You could try to be, take the high road all you want, but you getting promoted by a guy that full well is beefing with a female, going back and forth, and he start calling you the GWOAT. The fact that nobody objected to that is where her issue is. Like, now it might not be an issue for you. And again, I respect it because I said the same thing you said. Amanda didn't call herself the GWOAT, but I think that's just where she felt slighted at. Like, you can talk your shit, but to try to call somebody else the GWOAT and knowing that that's my name, and she don't call herself the real deal. So it's simple, man. It's petty at the end of the day, but it's all about respect. And I think she trademarked the name and all that. So I think that's why she took it personal. At that point, you playing with her. So I get it. It's simple. It's not that big a deal, though.
Feeling like she's hot shit, and now but I'm the one getting all the love and the respect because I am fighting the best girls and I am beating the best girls and I do box better. But that's no reason to. I always tell these girls, you don't have to like me. Just don't be trying to be fake cool with me. Tell me you don't like me so I cannot like you. It's so simple. It's so simple.
And honestly, we know what it is with the fans. They see a successful black woman who's not afraid.
I don't think she a hater, bro. I ain't hear hate yet. Because, again, I try to stop it at the comments that she was making. Now, I try not to get too far into it, but just in terms of what she's speaking on, I ain't hear her state nothing that wasn't factual yet. I ain't hear her take away from no credit from nobody if she just stating the fact. Like, I never heard a co-main event even be in discussion for getting the credit as to what the totality of the event did. You could be a part of it, true indeed, but to make it seem as if the numbers that reflect it is just a reflection of just them by themselves is, I think, where her issue is. And I see it. It's not an issue for me. I could care less about it. I think it's petty, but because the real ones know, you know what I'm saying? And they more got a casual boxing take. I guess they don't watch boxing day to day or weekend to weekend.
Hey, this is what I did. This is what I'm about. And they don't like that. So we know that. But my thing is this with Amanda, right? So
but boxing, if you saying she hating, but you're not able to say what she's hating, like what's hating. Like, I'm trying to have a conversation because I hate that. Like, over here we could build, but I want to hear what's hating besides just saying she hating without no explanation. Because we going through it. I'm trying to level with y'all. I'm trying to hear where the hate is coming from. Where she hate at? I don't hear it. I don't really hear it.
It's a male-dominated space. So why would women want to go against?
He just spoke about the male-dominated space that I spoke about
together and build up the sport. My thing, y'all not even in the same lane.
But that's the problem right there. Women, a lot of women in this sport, because I've dealt with a few women who have done this, they be jealous. They only want it to be about them. Fuck a team of us. You know what I'm saying? Forget teaming up to help one another. They want to be where it's all about them. They don't want nobody else mentioned. Me, I don't mind mentioning Amanda Serrano name or Katie Taylor name. I didn't mind mentioning Alicia Baumgartner name, Michaela Mayer. I don't mind mentioning other women who I think are good boxers amongst me. I never have a problem with that because I know deep down in my soul that.
Again, make it simple. So what's the purpose of DMing Serrano and Taylor Light to big herself up or dimming? If she says she seen him post that the most viewed fight was Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor with the 1.5. She said she corrected him. She said her and Savannah Marshall did over 2 million. That's not dimming nobody. Like, that's correcting somebody. He's stating something, inaccurate fact, and she corrected him. And instead of just him accepting it as what it was, he felt like, instead of just respecting, oh, shit, I had it wrong. Cool. No, well, look, they did 60 million streams. You got to catch up. It's petty shit at the end of the day, but that's not hating. That's her stating the fact. How is that hating? Because somebody is stating, imagine you work for it and somebody telling you what the record is and it's not the record and you did higher. That you correcting that person is not hating. That's you putting somebody on game. I don't see how you correcting somebody is hating. I don't get it. For me, I don't see how it's hating.
I am one of a kind, that I'm that one. You understand? So it's no jealousy or it's no hate on if another girl is getting some shine or anything like that, because I'm just happy that we're all able to try to push the sport. But when one person wants to be all about them, that's when shit like this start happening. I can't believe that Jake is really sitting here trying to say Katie and Amanda had the most watched women's event in history when it wasn't even a women's event.
And that's that simple. That's where the disparity is coming in. That if you somebody that feel like, look, that the numbers that came out, that's them. They are part of it. Cool, no argument. She just like that wasn't a women's event. That was said after the numbers was kind of presented to her to kind of throw it in her face. Well, look, that 2.1 million, they did 60 million. It's just not the same situation. Apples to oranges. I think it's a little foolish. I think it's people ignoring the obvious of what she's saying to make a point. If she's stating anything inaccurate, was this a women's event, or was the bill Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson? How was she lying about that? That's a damn fact. Just people don't like her, so you want to ignore it and say, oh, she's just hating. Nah, that's not hating. That's a fact. It's simple. Simple to hear. It's very simple.
I want to point out
very
the
simple
matchup with you and Savannah Marshall. Not only was it the most watched women's event where women actually main evented, it was actually
that's where the discrepancy is coming in. She's saying we headlined it. We were a main event and did them numbers. They weren't a main event. I don't understand. That's a fact. They weren't the main event. How is that hating? Stating the fact is not hating. We be too sensitive. No, it's if you might not like that she's the time that she's stating it, but they threw it in her face and she telling you, look, that wasn't even a women's event. This was you know what the headline was. Everybody knows that. Why people ignoring that shit to try to call her a hater? That's not hating. I'm listen, free to think how you think, but Jusdueboxing ain't calling her no hater for stating the fact. That's a damn fact. It wasn't a women's event. It wasn't. A women's fight was on the card. It wasn't a women's headlining the event. Simple. That's the only thing she's saying. That's all. Simple. That shit it's not even that big a deal. And that still doesn't take away the fact that Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor was a part of that very successful event. Doesn't take away from it. But to try to place them as the head of the build to make your point is weak as hell. And that's what she talking about. That's all. I get it. Mike Kirkland, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Hating because you come from a place of malice. I mean, look, I'll let you have that. I can't argue it, but I feel like it's coming off as somebody throwing it in her face and misphrasing what it was. You can't call that a women's event. They didn't headline the bill. If you see it differently, that's okay too. I just don't see it as a women's event.
I don't understand why people want to try to dim your light in order to make someone else shine. And that's what I try to tell people, especially black men, because I see
it makes them look really so stupid, man.
Yeah,
it makes them look stupid, and then, Jesus Christ, Camron pisses me off because Camron so dumb, nigga. I corrected you. You went on a whole interview on national TV, live TV. Oh, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor has the most watched women's boxing match in history with 1.5 million viewership and blah, 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 blah.
I agree.
I got over
sensitive, Big Supreme. I agree, but I'm not surprised. Most fighters are. She ain't no different. It's sensitive. I agree, but is she hating? No. Stating the truth will never be hating. Saying it's coming from a place of malice. I mean, that's your opinion. I'm not arguing or disagreeing. For me, I just think it's coming from a place of where it's simple. They try to throw that in her face and she made the correction. I mean, it's one of those things where people expect her to sit by while, like she said, that would be rewriting history, trying to say 1.5 is higher than 2.1. That's what Camron said. That was her initial energy. I don't even understand how people missed that. All she did was correct him, and he took it like a wise ass and felt like he had to throw the other numbers. Well, you got to catch up. They did 60 million. Just take the fact that you stated the wrong shit because y'all some casual ass boxing fans, and just call it what it is. Y'all don't watch boxing on a day-to-day. And I listen, I ain't jacking none of that energy with them. that I respect their platform and all that. But the only time you hear them speaking on boxing is when it's shitting on the sport. I'm just do boxing, so no, I don't support that shit. I ain't trying to hear none of that weird ass energy. All she did was correct some grown ass men about misstating facts. And he tried to throw some numbers in her face, and she took the bait. She could have ignored the shit, but she kind of took the bait. And then he went back and forth. She DM'd him in private, corrected him, got him right, and he went to the show because he knew what it'd do. Get you clicks and views. The only time we know them to speak about boxing is when they shitting on it. Man, I ain't hearing none of that. Now, y'all, that you don't big the girl up. You don't congratulate her on none of the wins. She 15 wins in. She been a part of history. 2 gold medals in. Y'all ain't never found time to contact her or big her up or nothing. But y'all get Tiafimo up on y'all show and y'all ask him about the N-word shit. Y'all just let it breeze right on through. But when it's Clarissa Shields, you got a whole show talking about a fucking DM. Miss me with that sensitive ass shit. These grown ass men. I ain't jacking that energy. The only time these dudes talk about boxing is when they shitting on it. I'm not rocking with it. No, I'm not rocking with it. Hell no. Not rocking with that shit. No. You didn't like the fact that you got corrected? She got you right, bro. You should have liked the fact that she told you the right thing. Nah, Joe, she shouldn't have said it. She shouldn't have corrected him what the facts was. Why not? They wasn't casual fans. Then he wouldn't have stated that he wouldn't have misstated the facts. He wouldn't have said what was a bigger fight. He would have known the numbers. These dudes, you got his man on the other end saying, yo, we got the wrong information. Let us know. But nah, man, that's the only time they talk boxing is when they shitting on it. You think I'm going to back their energy? Hell no. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Man, y'all got Tiafimo up there. You let him slide, but here y'all is. You trying to big up Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor over. Man, get that weak ass shit out of here. They weak. I'm not jacking it. They weak this time. This one, they weak. She DM'd you. Y'all did a show. Not rocking with that. I'm just do boxing. All y'all do is tear it down. Y'all most popular topics, when y'all talk boxing, y'all most popular takes is when y'all shitting on it. Get out of here, man. I ain't rocking with that. All she did was correct him, and all of a sudden she a hater. Now, you soft as hell because instead of saying, all right, look how you responded when she got you right. You ain't even like the answer. All right, then. And then, well, look, they did 60 million. You got to catch up. Man, you just was being petty and she ain't like it. It's petty at the end of the day. It's not that big a deal, but I ain't jacking their energy. The only time we talking about them speaking on the sport of boxing is when they shitting on it. Nah, I think not, bro. Then you get a goofy-ass Tiafimo that's running around disrespecting everybody, the culture and everything. Y'all supposed to represent the culture, but you get the goofiest dude up on your platform and you let him slide. But then Clarissa Shields get a whole segment and she got to be a hater. Man, the tearing down of the sport, we don't need no more old medias. We don't need no more Stephen A. Smith 2.0s. We don't need none of that shit. Y'all watch the sport, then you would have never misstated the facts. Like I said, man, that shit weak. I'm not jacking what they doing. I can't believe men really backing this shit like they did something. Man, she just fact-checked him. What's wrong with that? He took it personal. That's why he threw more numbers at her face. Well, you got to catch up. She ain't got to catch up to shit. She great. You put any of them women in the ring with her that y'all put her up against and she'll beat them. And I'm talking about skill for skill, no personal shit. Skill for skill. She head and shoulders above the competition. And yeah, I'm supporting her. Talk your shit, Clarissa. Talk your shit, man. Got these men backing these dudes tearing down the sport. Man, hell no. I ain't rocking with it. I don't give a hell how cool they think they is. I don't give a damn how big they platform. I don't care. That shit is weak. I hate people. The only time you got to speak up is when you disagreeing or you tearing down something, you being negative. Man, I don't want to miss me with that. Miss me with that. That girl had 15 fights. She done undisputed all types of shit, all types of titles. And y'all ain't found time to reach out there one time and say she the shit, but then you throw other numbers in her. Man, get that weak at. That's the weak shit I be talking about. That's what I mean, man. You can't take, and she should have known, man, people are casuals. They don't really follow the sport. They follow the big events so they can have an opinion on that, and that's it. Those are the people that you need to ignore. Those are the people whose opinions are not valid because they don't watch the sport from a day-to-day basis, man. They watch the events. It's casuals. Get that shit out of here. I'm not jacking these corny ass dudes. You tell me what dope boxing tape either of these dudes ever had. Tell me. They let Tiafimo get up there and ask them casually about what he been saying and just let him just breeze on past it. Y'all had an opportunity to check him, but you rather check her about checking you about putting the wrong numbers out. Man, I don't give a damn, man. I ain't rocking with them. Man, Clarissa, talk your shit. Talk your shit, queen. I'm rocking with her. Talk your shit. If y'all don't like how she talk, find one of them women to beat her. That's how I'm on it. Find somebody to beat her because she beating ass. And you talking about her knockouts. Her last one was a knockout. She looked damn good in that last fight. I ain't jacking them dudes, man. They weak. I'm tired of these casual ass boxing fans having takes like they shit matter. Nothing they say matter. I ain't never heard a dope boxing take from them. All I do is hear them tear the sport down. That's it. That's it. Everybody's a comedian, man. She at the top of her game. I don't care what them Netflix numbers was. That was a great event. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor deserve all they flowers, they praise, they just do. Like I said, she's the real deal. She gonna keep being it, but it ain't no damn question as who the damn GWOAT is. She is. It ain't close. I don't care about no numbers. I don't give a damn about no numbers. I don't get paid no way. She's the GWOAT, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Shout out to my guy KO. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Mike Kirkland, shout out to my bro. Appreciate you in the super chat. Respect for your honest opinion. Much love to my guy.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to my guy Cal Cooley, man. And look, man, fuck their opinion. That's how I'm on it. I don't care about their opinion. You know what I mean? I see it for what it is. I ran through that. I heard enough. She just tried to correct y'all on misstating something simple and plain, but that's hating. Like, that's not hating. You know what I mean? That's a fact, bro. Get y'all numbers right. Get y'all numbers right. You know what I mean? Get your facts together. You know what I'm saying? The queen gonna get him. I ain't backing them, man. They men. I'm backing the queen, bro. Nah, man. Hell nah. She gonna get him right. Queen, hold on. She got more? Hold on. She got some more. Hold on. Clarissa got, hold on, y'all. Let me restart this. Hold on, let me get it, because she got more. I don't think she done yet, y'all. Hold on. Clarissa Shields. Man, I ain't mad. I ain't hear. Nah, respectfully, y'all. I ain't hear no hate. Definitely competitive. She's sensitive. Yeah, I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe she is, but I don't think she's hating on nobody. I don't hear hate. I don't hear that. We got to stop calling everything hate. And let's put this shit in perspective. Who got any of them beating her if you put them in a ring with her? What is there to hate on? They can't beat her. She don't have close fights. They might be competitive, but her shits ain't close. She don't got gimme decisions. She don't have gifts. They don't give Clarissa gifts. They don't give her nothing. She been fighting for everything she got since she been in the sport. And I stand on that, man. And they still trying to slide her. You got Jake Paul thing. And look, that's the only thing I don't like. I get it. You going back and forth. But when you start trying to slide her and you start trying to call Amanda Serrano the GWOAT, that's why I got a problem with it. I think that shit is weak. And everybody in that team should have said, yo, don't do that. Straight like that, because that shit weak as hell. Straight like that. You don't do that. She earned that shit. Then she copyright the term GWOAT, and you gonna just play with it. Nah, bro. I'm rocking with the GWOAT on this one, man. Clarissa Shields, do work, man. Keep beating ass, bro. Keep being Big Supreme on her ass. He said she hating. That's my guy. Like, I don't think she hates though, yo. I really don't.
And that's what I try to tell people, especially black.
I don't hear hate
because I see
it makes them look really so stupid, man.
Yeah,
it makes them look stupid, and then
get them go.
Jesus Christ. Camron pissed me off because Camron so dumb, nigga. I corrected you. You went on a whole interview on national TV, live TV. Oh, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor has the most watched women's boxing match in history with 1.5 million viewership and blah, 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 blah. I got over 2 million viewership with my fight against Savannah.
But you know,
that's a fact, babe.
I don't even think he would have even said anything publicly if your name wasn't really hot right now. Obviously,
come on,
you know
man.
that you did the pop the balloon. We know that you did that you went viral with some of your funny posts. Now all of a sudden, Clarissa Shields' name is ringing bells again.
The man ain't never even text me and said congrats. He's talking about some sis. Nigga ain't never said congrats, sis. Keep doing your shit, sis. Can I ever come and support you and help you out with your career, sis? But
all I'm saying is the criticism be 3 times louder than the praise. You won't hear no congrats on nothing she did, but you'll hear, you see how she tweeted? She said she'd beat up Keith Thurman. I hate her. Oh my God. I can't believe it. It's like, yo, what? Shut up, man. Shut up. I don't want to see it. No way. I don't like the man talk either, but damn. I rock with her, man. They've been slighting her, man. They really tried to build a whole career off a win in the amateurs that wasn't really even a win. Like I said, man, she start going back and forth with Jake Paul. He start calling other people to GWOAT. He start calling her man Serrano to GWOAT. He know what he was doing. You disrespectful, man. You know she earned that shit. You know what I mean? She earned it, yo.
Then he want to be, this boy wild, bro. He's a hater. And it's always the black men
I see you.
hating on the fucking black women. It's like these niggas hate their mamas or something. It's sick as fuck to me. Like, I be trying to keep my cool.
Nah, I will say this. In their defense, I don't think they're hating either. I'm not big on just throwing terms around there because you disagree with somebody's approach or they stance, so you just call it hate. Nah, that's not one of the same. I don't think they hating either. I just think they petty. They gonna take it. They the wrong people to beef with because they goofy. They gonna have fun with it. They're, you know, memes, segments. They petty. So it's not that big a deal, bro. But I ain't rocking. I ain't about to side with no men because she corrected a man and he just felt like he had to throw numbers back on her. So I don't care.
But Cam is a fucking loser. He's a loser, bro. He's a loser, and I've never dealt with people like this in my life. Like, first and foremost, he talking crazy about Shakur, who is a really good boxer. First and foremost, silver medalist, world champ, and he on there talking crazy. Oh, his fight was boring. You wouldn't even make it in a boring fight with the man. I just don't like these people. Look, listen.
Shout out to my brother Big Dre in the Cash App. Happy birthday to Junior from Big Dre, man. I'm gonna see to it that he get it too, Big Dre. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Dre, appreciate you, fans. We'll talk crazy to the first. Yeah, nah, I don't care about the men. I don't care about the men though.
Many folks.
Them going at it like I ain't defending Shakur, man. He got it. Like, she the queen. I rock with the queen. It's Clarissa. She really represents the sport at the highest level. And yeah, she rough around the edges. This shit ain't perfect, but I feel like she should be supported. I don't feel like she that messed up of a person because she's sensitive. Like, I know a lot of sensitive women. That's no slight to a woman. She could be sensitive. That's to be expected. But she definitely performs at the highest level every single time she in the ring. She gonna always give you your money's worth. She don't duck smoke, none of that. So it's all good. But nah, they try to. Nah, I definitely don't care if she called Cam a loser. Yeah. Nah, I don't go. You know, the heat is on at that point. I don't think he a loser, and I don't think he a hater. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not backing them trying to like steer that shit up. I don't care. Shantan Cameron would said that. Clarissa said Shantan would get praised. She absolutely would. She absolutely would. That's why I feel like she don't got enough support. People just be, I don't know. I don't know. They just too quick to be mad at her. I like what she's saying. Stand up to him. She ain't backing down.
How's it a women's event?
Big Supreme about the time.
And that's not no hate because I'm actually happy that they were on that platform to where 50 could even see them. You understand what I'm saying? 50 or 75 million, 108, whatever the fucking number is. But it's more like y'all have to realize that those numbers are still unrealistic because it wasn't just a promotion and build up where it was just y'all. I was there at the actual fight. When they showed everybody on the little up on the teleprompter, you know, in the back, when they showed Katie Taylor, only a few folks clapped. We in a building of 60,000 people. When they showed Amanda Serrano, a few people clapped. When they showed Mike Tyson, the arena went crazy. When they showed Jake Paul, the arena did a little something, but they were there to see Iron Mike Tyson. They were.
And then look, people might say that's her opinion. They was here to see Mike. Look, I think people was definitely there to see the ladies fight, but I just think obviously it's simple to understand. You put a legend like Mike Tyson in there with a guy that's not known to fight boxers. You got Mike training the way he was training and selling in the fight. Both of them selling the fight. It just generated some interest, obviously, you know what I mean, in people. And like she said, I think it's hard to ignore that. I think they went crazy for Jake. I mean, for Mike, obviously, because people still wanted to see him in there. It's crazy but it just shows you he still got some type of drawing power, obviously. or he could draw some type of crowd or interest, should I say, right? Interest and people want to see him. Right, truth be told, son, she mad at Cam because they turned down team attempt to get her on the show. Did they? Kirk Douglas, my guy, was good with it, bro. Steph Brown was good with it. Shout out to everybody. Let me finish playing this.
Of course. Listen, and this is no knock to Jake Paul, but let's be honest.
No, Jake putting on, man. He putting people in position. Salute to Jake.
Weren't really doing that well numbers wise. It's because of Mike Tyson. It's because we love Mike Tyson so much.
Because look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make sense out of it this way. Numbers are numbers. When I hear great numbers, I look at it like it's great for the overall sport because the more eyes on the sport, obviously, is better for the entirety of the, boxing as a whole. If more people are watching and supporting, so I don't care who doing better than who. I don't. I never care. But you can't have Jake Paul saying like the numbers, are him and Mike did this, and then you saying they did it too. Like I've never seen that done, not even once in boxing. That's all. I've never seen the main event and the co-main event separately take ownership for numbers being great. So this would be the first time in boxing history for me that I've seen it. So I think that's where she at with it. It's not that big a deal to me. Boxing was winning that day. A lot of people was watching. A lot of people got to see them women go out there and fight. In that rematch, they deserved every eyeball that they had on them. They fought every second of that fight. It was highly entertaining. It was worth sitting up. The 7-hour stream was worth it. Salute boxing that night. I don't care about the petty shit, but I'm still rocking with her because I don't feel like she no hater. I just don't. If she was somebody that was not getting opportunities, not making money, not being on a better part of history, then maybe I'll say she's salty. But I'm not going to do that to one of our own every time somebody do better and she speak on facts and it's like, oh, she's just salty. Like, I ain't hear that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
It was like a lot of people's childhoods, and like we've told stories tonight to
Y'all
other
get on my nerves
about
yo.
Mike Tyson, so
I ain't
they wanted to see Mike Tyson in the
cash.
flesh. So let's not pretend
Exactly.
like Jake Paul.
So I went to see Mike Tyson in the flesh, and
I ain't zapping you. That's my guy.
That's the 2 reasons I went. I went to see the women, and I went to see Mike Tyson in the flesh. That's it. But it's just the fact of that they are. This is ridiculous. And
see, she even came to see the women. She said it.
Ain't nobody hating on y'all because somebody bringing the truth, the facts, bro. And also, let's not forget, this is a very competitive sport in boxing. It's competitive. So when it comes to me saying that I'm the best, that's my competitive spirit, letting them know I won't smoke with anybody that won't smoke with me. But there is no hate.
Tell her.
There is no hate. I have went to Amanda Serrano fights. I have wore Amanda Serrano shirt. I have applauded her. I have wished her good luck for her fights. I have celebrated her after her fights. This probably the only fight where I didn't write her a long ass text message after.
It's all
her or Katie. Why? Neither one of them support me. Neither one of them write me a long ass text message when I win my fight. None of them are supportive toward me. So why am I going to keep being that way toward y'all? Hey, good job. Happy for y'all. Wish y'all more success. But I don't have to keep being the leader and the trailblazer and being a bigger person. And when she continues to throw subliminals at me all the time.
And it's crazy, right? Because I just remember when Alicia Bumgardner and her was cool. Everybody was saying Clarissa getting too friendly. She keep talking about she got these friends and they need to fight. And then as soon as it went south, then it's like, nah, she just a hater. She just jealous of Alicia. I'm like, yo, people are weird, yo. Y'all just said she was getting too friendly. As soon as they start beefing, y'all said she was jealous. I was like, man. Until I feel like one of these chicks that they putting up against her could actually beat her, the ones that the names they keep throwing out there, I don't think she got no reason to be jealous because I don't think none of these chicks beat her, yo. None of the ones that they talk about. I just don't.
Hey, listen. When I said that to you, I was like, yo, how long these subs gonna keep going? You was acting like you didn't know what I was talking about. But, bro, I peeped everything because I'm telling you, as soon as Amanda Serrano signed with Jake Paul, all of a sudden she started calling herself the GWOAT. I can't remember the last time she called herself the real deal. I thought that was her nickname.
So Did you hear anybody call
They
her the
pieced
GWOAT
it up, man. They
during
pieced
the
it up,
broadcast
Jay.
of the fight?
No.
You want to know
No.
why?
That's because she, I ain't gonna lie. With that situation with her and Layla, again, it be seeming like it seems as though they expect Clarissa to kind of bend the knee to people, like, and be like, yeah, I think if me and Layla fought, I think Layla would have beat me. She like, man, I kick her ass. Layla ain't like that, man. But I think they met or something. I think they had pieced it up, though. I think they had made
You want
Absolutely
to know
not.
why?
Because you got a trademark. Come on, listen. I
had to send them a letter. And that's where I think the madness come from. I built up the whole thing. It's mine. It's my brand. I created it. I'm known as that. I work for that. I sell my merch for that. And then you guys want to promote her and just say fuck me. So now I done sent y'all a letter. Now it's who's the greatest female boxer on the planet? Now it's that. But greatest woman of all time sounds a lot better.
They can't say it. Yeah, I think what it is, and maybe people think that you're being petty, but I think people need to realize something. When you put your blood, sweat, and tears into something that you built yourself, that's your fucking baby, and you're gonna protect that. That's the same way I feel about brunch boxing. I'm not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Mr. Improv. They wouldn't. That's all I'm saying. When you just use logic instead, but I just think people don't like her approach, the timing, and sometimes it could come off the wrong way. But I don't think it was intended to hate, and she just putting things in its proper perspective and context. I think people are ignoring it to deem her a hater, but I really don't think she got nothing to hate on because these people can't beat her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think neither one of them, respectfully, in the boxing ring, do nothing with her. I'm coming, Clarissa. Some people just need more shine than others. She a person that needs it, in my opinion. Yeah, she let that spotlight. Don't get it wrong, but I still looked at it initially like her reasoning for reaching out was to correct numbers that you put out, right? So I don't think that's like her trying to steal somebody's spotlight as much as her like, yo, oh, hey, that's wrong. That's not right. You know what I mean? We did this. Just put some respect. Like how you research the wrong shit, get the wrong numbers. Like, you know what I mean? So
Somebody
that's
else
what I
steal
think.
the brunch box name when
Say hating on them
fucking
checks,
Dan
that
Canozio all of a sudden tweeting
that
brunch
bag
boxing
of
on
me.
the timeline. Oh, I'm doing brunch with boxing. I'm like, nigga, that's not you. Nigga, you stat boy. You punch counter. You not brunch boxing. Fuck out of here.
Hell no, she ain't got no children.
That I built.
Right.
And it's no beef or anything. But you gotta understand when somebody puts their blood and sweat and tears into something, they put their effort into something. They need to protect their brand. You don't hear me calling myself Boxing Pro or Box Hard Podcast because that's not my shit. I didn't build that. I'm not trying to steal nobody else's shit. I got my own thing.
And that's what I feel like. They thought that that they got so much money and they brand is just so big and so large and he's who he is. He can just come up and erase me and say, no, this is who we think the GWOAT is. This is our GWOAT. She's the GWOAT. And then to do that and think I sat there quiet for at least a year while they did it. I sat there quiet like, all right, I'm gonna share the title with her. But then when it gets disrespectful and y'all try to erase all of my hard work, it's a problem.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? For those who don't remember or think that you're bullshitting, you literally said if it's anyone else who could share that title with me, it's Amanda Serrano. I remember you saying that. You really dead said that.
Cause I'm not a hater and I was cool with that, but then when y'all get to doing it, like, and then you want to slightly put the middle finger up at me, like, yeah, fuck you, cause I can do what I want to do, but then when I expose the DMs, girl, you even call me the GWOAT. Don't even do that. But it's the thing of why, like, how come can't you be great and I be great and we just be great?
Listen. I could see if y'all was like in the same weight class or around the same weight class where y'all might fight. Then I could understand that because you know what, we're gonna have to see each other. But she is never gonna go up to where you're at, and you physically can't get down to where she at. So y'all never gonna fight. So I don't even understand why it's deep when y'all not in the same lane. And what really disappoints me, because listen, I have a saying. I judge people based upon the way they treat people that they don't need anything from. And after she signed with Jake Paul, she got her little bread. More power to her. But maybe she don't need Clarissa Shields' backing no more. Or oh, I got money now, so you gonna talk to me this way, bro. It don't work like that. To me, there's a
People
certain amount of
crazy.
respect that you
I
show
believe.
people, and I don't give a fuck how much.
I believe it. I forget. I'm trying to think. How did that initially come about? There's a story. The story is out there, but I told you about my memory, bro. I'm trying to forget because she spoke about it before, but I know since then, like she's trademarked it and all types of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like she really got merchandise. So when you make something yours like that, you get what I'm saying? Like you ain't trying to hear nobody slight you. Oh, we gonna just make this person to grow. She's our
money
growth.
you
Like
make,
no,
I
bro,
don't
it's
care
only one,
how much
and it's okay.
accolades you make. You still have to be humble because this world will do it for you. This world will humble you. And I think when you turn on people who's supposed to be your friend, like that's fucked up to me. Like that shit really got
And
me tight, and it wasn't even happening to me.
then for what? And then for what? It's like, what's the beef? Because you can't box better than me. What's the beef?
Tell them,
What
bro.
is it? Because more people know me? Is it because you don't want me to be anything on your? You don't want to be compared, or is it because you rank number 3 on the pound list and I'm ranked number 1? What I don't know what the issue is. But then she goes and try to say, "Oh, I've made the most money in women's boxing, and I made this much." And then it's in this order: who made the most money? It's me, and then it's Katie, and then it's Claressa. Like, first of all, you don't gotta motherfucking mention me. You want to know why? Because all my checks clear. That's why you don't have to mention me. All my checks clear. I done made $1 million in the ring. I done made $1 million outside the ring. All my checks clear.
Talk that stuff, bro.
And people, and I don't gotta run around, oh, money this, money that. But the thing is that I know that I am doing, I'm building a real blueprint that people can follow, that women boxing can follow when I'm done. So it don't be so hard to get to the money when I'm gone.
You
Because
tell
it
them,
shouldn't be this
girl.
hard to make $1 million. It shouldn't be this hard to make $2 million.
You
It
tell
shouldn't be
them,
that.
girl.
Exactly. Like, listen, you headlined the first in a long time since Layla Ali and Jackie Frazier. You headlined your own pay per
Clarissa made as
view,
much as the
okay?
man. You
Your own
talking
where
like
you
this?
had boots
I
and
mean, you know what? I don't know. I keep hearing people talk about the money. I heard about a couple specific paydays, but I think Clarissa came in as a gold medalist making a certain amount of money. Like she came in. I hate to even talk money. I could care less about their money, but I think she came in making a set amount as an Olympian. So like, you know, she still had to work her way up too, but I don't know. I don't think it's. I'm just not. I don't know about that money situation, right? I don't think it's some discrepancy that, you know, they're at the point like, do y'all really feel like it's something that she could do that one can't? That I think they both living well. I think they both can do the same thing, be amongst the same circles, and you get what I'm saying? Even if one has more, like they both eating pretty damn well. So I like when people make up the, you know, bring up the money comparison, I don't really think there's much of a thing there. Cause like who the hell, like, bro, good. And when you good, you good. Like, think about you as a person. You probably, whatever your situation is, you know, people that have more than you. Are you jealous of them because they got more than you? Like, that's just not, that's like an old talking point. I just don't see it being that cut and dry. She's just jealous because she making more money. No, I don't hear jealousy because she said it. She said what it was. She's like, yo, they can't beat me. You get me? So, but the money is, you know, it can make the world go around at the end of the day. But I don't think she's pressed for money, right? She just said it. I made $1 million inside the ring and outside the ring. She letting you know, like, she basically saying, look, I made millions off my actual fighting inside the ring, and I've been able to make that $1 million outside it. You get what I'm saying? So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really feel like it's a money thing. I just think people bring that up. She don't talk about nobody's money. You get what I'm saying? Like think about it. She don't talk about money. She talk about her situation and what she do. She ain't talking about nobody else's money. It be people that use the money that they feel like somebody's getting paid to as a reason, as a talking point as to why she, you know, has an issue with somebody. So I don't know. I don't think she's sitting around pressed for money. I don't think she's starving and not getting paid. I think she get a bag in her own right. So I don't think she got to count the next person's pockets. Boxing with 2-4 was good with it. She says she's salty. Yeah, I don't think she's salty. Salty at what? I don't hear salty. She just said she spoke about her money. I don't know. I don't know. When I say how, y'all can't say no. Y'all just saying it's like she hating. How she hating? Nah, she just hating. How she hating? She just hating. Like what? What is she does? I want to hear it. True facts. Somebody stating facts is not hate. Somebody correcting a guy that misspoke on a fact, and I don't think he intentionally did it. That's why I said I don't think they're haters either. I don't think it's that cut and dry, bro. I don't think everybody miserable running around her hating on who making a couple more dollars. Like that shit. Man, she a female. I think she's sensitive, but hating no.
And guys on your undercard.
On the Thurman talk. Nah, I hated that Thurman talk. I hated it
for the longest time, so I don't understand why that bothers you so
she
much.
just mentioned the money. She
understand.
spoke about her money though. What did she say? She not knocking them for their money. Y'all just making her out to be a hate. Until she bring up somebody money in a hating way, I ain't hear her do that. I'm listening the same way y'all is. Y'all just think she's some hater. Hater or what?
Like
she better than these people. They're not beating her. Put her in the ring with these people. Still she'll beat them.
But this is someone
no need to hate.
Friendly with. This is someone that you probably broken bread with. This is someone that you talk to on a basis. So at least for me,
what's good with
her to basically. I call it spitting in your face. Like, I don't know how you see it, but for her to basically spit in your face and try to make it seem like you're inferior to her or something like that, I think that's fucked up.
That is so disturbing to me because I have picked her to be the winner out of both Katie Taylor fights. Out of both her fights with Katie, I've said Amanda Serrano can win. I'm going with Amanda Serrano, or is it 50-50, but I'm hoping Amanda Serrano can pull it off. I have been a Amanda Serrano fan. Like when she knocked girls out, whatever, I always tweet her, oh my God, you knocked that big girl out. What you call this, the girl that came in at 160? I told her, yeah, you knocked that girl out, second round, proud of you, shit like that. So I don't got nothing against Amanda, man. I don't. It's just that she got something against me. And I had been told her long ago, she was like, oh, just because, Jake doesn't like you doesn't mean that I'm gonna, switch up and be a certain way, whatever. And she just sat there and lied, man, because now she being a different way. For what? And it's like, it's nothing wrong with me reaching out to Camron, like, bro, that's not the facts. They are not the most watched women's boxing match in history. I am as of right now. But if they're going,
and I think that's just what it boils down to. You either could agree or disagree. You feel like 60 million streams is exceeded anything her 2.1 million did. Cool. And I ain't tripping, but just different scenarios, different situation. One being a headline versus having a damn legendary fighter and Jake Paul, that casual fan approach. Shit just is much different situation. Much different. Having snack withdrawals. Y'all stupid. Most viewed versus most streamed. Right. And I think that's what the difference is. It's not a hating thing. It's putting context to things, you know what I'm saying? And not just letting people run with anything.
Yo.
Big Supreme was good with it.
What's the word, bro? Appreciate you for having me on the platform. I think what it is, bro, it's the tone and the timing. Like, everybody knows that Clarissa's a great boxer. She's 3-time undisputed, 2-time gold medalist. She went up a couple weight classes. Like, we know that she's arguably the GOAT. But my thing is the tone and the timing. My thing is this, right? We know that Jake Paul and Tyson was the main event, and they were the co-main event. But the timing is what make people think that she's salty, bro. Then her track record as well. It's not like it's like a random occurrence where she felt slighted and she spoke up. It's the consistency. The Thurman situation, the Tank situation. She went at Layla Ali. She went at Hearns and a whole bunch of other people. My thing is this, right? Let's say, for example, Serrano and Taylor, all right, they weren't the main event. But why do you feel like you have to point that out? Why do you have to let everybody know that they weren't the main event and then compare it to your situation with Savannah Marshall in the UK?
Only because Cam was throwing it in her face. So that's why I said she took the bait. She didn't have to take the bait, but she did. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it starts. Like, she could have ignored it. Like, but
that's
like, man,
Did she DM Cam or Cam DM'd her?
She DM'd him when she seen him post that they had the most viewed fight, talking about that 1.5 million views or something like that. And she was like, nah, that's wrong. She was like, me and Savannah Marshall did over 2 million. And he had a response like, oh, all right, then sis. And then he came back again and he was like, well, they did 60 million. You gotta catch up. Some shit like that. So she like, what? And that's when she started like putting context to it. Like, you throwing it in my face. Well, the men were the main event. They were at the head of the build. That's not, I don't think that's hate. I think that's putting it in context. Timing might be off, but she ain't lying. She's like, bro. And then you can't have Jake taking credit for the numbers at the top, and then them as well. It don't go like I've never seen that in boxing. But you can't take from, they were a part of that event and they put on. And a lot of people watched them. There's no denying it. But I just think it's petty shit.
Yeah,
but I think she always feel like she being slighted. That's why she
my
always
thing
going
is
back
this, right?
and forth.
You absolutely right? But my thing is this: if Cam posted that, right, about them being the most viewed event as far as females, right, and then she DMs Cam like, look, that's not how it was. This is what it really is. Like, I get that, but like, she's supposed to be the ambassador for female boxing. You gotta think, right? Boxing is already a niche sport. It's already small, so female boxing is smaller. I feel like if I was Clarissa, I would say shout out to Serrano and Kaylee. They did big numbers. I would like to work with Jake in the future because she just was shouting out Jake like a couple of days ago, saying that he's the money man and this, that, and third. So obviously she wants to create some kind of working relationship to get that bag too. So I feel like she's burning the bridge in a way because Jake is putting on for female boxing. He putting on Shadeja Green, Serrano, Taylor.
I would like to see them like work. I would like to see them be able to bury that hatchet because I think it's petty shit. I don't think nothing happened to that they can't come back from. I hear all that all the stuff that she was saying, but I'm not focusing on that. I focused on first things first. How did they first start talking to each other? She DM'd him about numbers that he posted that were inaccurate, and she corrected him. Since we keep talking about tones and energies and how people sound and timing, did you see his response when she corrected him? He sounded like a dude that didn't want to be corrected.
Now you right, but my thing is
like, all right, then, well, and then when they did numbers, well, let me throw it in her face and let me go make a show about it.
Because you know how Cam is, though,
all that loser stuff. Like, no, Cam is. Come on, who? I don't go that route.
Cam is petty though, bro.
Talking shit. We know that dude's successful highly. You know what I mean? We know they show doing what they do. But I ain't jacking them. The only time they speak on boxing is when it's in a negative light. I stand on that. I mean that. But it's no sides to take. She just corrected him about the numbers. He sounded like he didn't really care for her correction. And then he felt the need to throw the other numbers in her face. Like, look, they did 60 million streams or whatever. And she was like, bro, they wasn't the main event. So then people like, well,
yeah, but see, you're right. But it's a fact. But my thing is, like, it's the timing. That's why I said, like, she remind me when Kanye grabbed the mic from Taylor Swift. It was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Beyonce had the greatest album ever. Like, it's like,
right.
Get it, bro. Come on.
I know what you mean. You're right. I get it. That's why I tell you, that's a conversation. I ain't mad at you. Notice, Just Do is the only guy on YouTube that don't tell people they wrong, bro. I just let people go.
No, you right. Like, you know, I love Clarissa.
I just think she's sensitive about her career. I think most boxers are. I think that she got that honest. I think she's super competitive and a lot of times she take things as slight. Somebody might be making an opinion. She might be think you slighting her. She's sensitive. So that I agree with, but I don't think she's sitting around like hating when somebody else do good. Like, and I specifically remember before her and Baumgartner started going at it, people was like, yo, they getting too friendly. Clarissa doing this, man, she should be talking about fighting her. And then when it actually happened, they had a problem with it. I was like, yo, what the hell, man?
Yeah, you know how it go.
I like it, man. They got to fight at some point, man.
I hope in a way, this will probably make female boxing bigger because it's like we haven't talked about female boxing like this in a long time. So hopefully I feel like the females should stick together because it's already a small sport. And Clarissa could be the perfect ambassador, you know? She's charismatic, she's outspoken, she's gonna stand up for the females, and I feel like she should embrace that role more. I just feel like when a female gets some kind of shine or credit, she gotta come out the woodworks and correct them. I felt like Serrano is not the definitive GOAT, but I feel like she should be in the conversation too, bro. And you gotta remember, she's Puerto Rican, she's a minority as well. You know what I'm saying? So she's a woman of color that got robbed by Cameron Taylor 2 different times.
Right.
So I just felt like I would like to see them bury the hatchet. I think, you know, Serrano's beautiful. I think Clarissa's beautiful. And I felt like it's kind of corny. Yeah, Cam, he did get a little sassy and a little zesty, but she was on his ass, though. Because I think no evidence, he kept like tagging Cam and kept coming at him sideways or something like that.
Yeah, and that's the part that I'm not focusing on. Like, no evidence. Yeah, you talking about you having your own conversation. I'm way at when they first started interacting, people jumping on her, talking about she's salty for this. She stated a damn fact. And then when she said they wasn't the main event, it was also another fact. I don't care about timing and none of that. It's a fact. I'm never going to, a logical thinker is never going to deem somebody stating a fact as hated. That we do that shit in boxing too much. No, she's just stating facts. How the hell they both taking credit for main event numbers? When have you ever heard in boxing a co-main event getting credit for what the main event did? It just don't go that way. We know you're part of the show is obvious, but we can't just rewrite history. That's the shit she's saying. She's like, what are y'all?
Now look, this is the thing what I'm saying, right?
Fuck the show. I don't all that other stuff. That's her being, you know, that's the stuff I'm not speaking to. I'm just speaking to the facts where it started at.
Now you right,
just left it there, like, yo, all right, cool, no problem. No, he didn't leave it there. He threw something else at her, and she took the bait, and he knew what he was doing, and she went right for it. Being sensitive, went right for it, and now she the topic of discussion on the show for about a week or so now.
That's good.
So I don't really care about all that other stuff. That's where it's getting personal.
Like, you know, I gotta be here when you're here, Big Supreme.
You know, like all the back and forth stuff. I'm not into that.
You know, I have to be here.
Oh man, you
summoned me here.
You set me up, Josh.
You summoned me.
All I did is someone directly, and that's what she did. She messaged him directly. He ended up bringing it to the internet. He made it public, right? Who made this? Who made it public? The DM.
No, I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is,
no, I'm saying in the chat, like who made the DM public? Wasn't that Cam?
It was Cam.
He public. Yeah. He know what he doing. Y'all got to keep in mind. He got to show. He gonna have fun. They're idiots, and I mean that in a good way. Like they're gonna have fun.
It'll be crazy if Clarissa and Cam playing this shit.
You get me? So I say
I don't think they planned this at all.
Keep going in. Like
I'm just looking at the silver lining.
But I'm just talking about when it was boxing. I don't think she was wrong for correcting them on the numbers. I don't think she look, that was my argument. All that other stuff, I ain't even get to that because I don't care about it. Started when you start calling them a loser, I'm like, I'm not into that. Like, but when it stayed boxing about the numbers, I'm cool with that conversation. But the other shit, nah. And I don't think Cam is a hater, but I don't care for making them popular about shitting on boxing. I stand on that. I mean that. I think that's lame as hell. That's why I stopped watching ESPN, bro. That's why I stopped watching that shit. I was like, yo, I can't watch people just go at people all day. Like, that shit is lame. It's like, you can't do it. You can't get in there and do nothing these fighters do. Well, we be up here talking about who ass and who can't fight and who scared this. I'm like, man, that shit don't even make sense to me.
And they hate a lot, too.
Yo, that nigga Gertz be on my ass. What happened, Gertz? What I did to you, bro?
And then she came at him sideways. Yeah. The sideways stuff, no evidence. Like, I get you, my guy. I ain't get that far. I was just talking about when it was a civil conversation, it seemed like about the numbers. But the other stuff, once her feelings involved, like you're not gonna hear me up here arguing for why she was going off. I ain't about to do that. But the initial start of it, just correcting him, I don't think she was wrong for that. I don't think
she definitely wasn't wrong. She told the truth in that situation.
Yeah, I don't think she was bugging. But now again, a lot of that other stuff, I ain't really want to get into it because I know it go left, and I'm like, I ain't into the person.
But you know what, Just
successful, and so is she.
You know what, Just at the end of the day, like this situation has always been like that for Clarissa. They've always been trying to take her shine, like, and that's why I get really annoyed because, like, if you follow her career, like people have always tried to take her accolades. It was not from the whole 3-minute rounds. Remember, Clarissa Shields, one of the
I'm jumping on her side.
Yeah, started talking about 3-minute rounds.
You're not listening. Okay, good to see that you don't listen. No evidence.
I ain't gonna lie, Gertz. I did too much to stand
again.
on
Let me state this for you again. I
can't stand on no corner, Gertz.
I'm just talking about the numbers and how that shit got to the internet. It was Camron Giles that put it and made it on the internet. I'm not taking anybody's side. I stated that way in the beginning. I'm not standing for them dudes tearing that boxing or making her to make somebody a 2-time gold medalist. And I ain't even got to name the professional accolades. To try to make her the butt of your jokes. You're an idiot. I don't rock with that. I don't give a damn about they little back and forth. I just seen him do this with another fighter, and I also seen him have Teofimo up there and didn't give him none of that energy, none of it. But when it's one of us, he got time. Nah, they let him slide. Miss me with that.
That's not actually true.
Y'all go ahead and side with the man going at the woman. I'm not rocking with it. Sorry, because she corrected his casual ass. If he wasn't a casual, he would have never stated the wrong facts. I said that in the beginning too. So about as far as them going back and forth with each other, they can handle that. But when it stayed boxing, that was my conversation. You want me to get into the, well, she said this about him. I don't give a damn. He a grown man. He could deal with it. He a grown man. I'm talking about the numbers in boxing. She wasn't wrong for that.
Yeah.
He made that shit public. He could have
that's not exactly how it went.
Like that. Once he made it public, now you know how she is, man. You know she's sensitive, bro. She be going at the men. He knew what he was doing, bro. Let's not ignore that. Cam is a fool, man. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, facts on that. At the end of the day,
she gave some content for the next day or two. Not saying he needed it. Don't find no matter what they do. They work. They show works, but he know what he about to do with that. And then people fall for it. I rock with her, man. I'm talking about strictly numbers. Ain't nothing wrong with her correcting them and saying, yo, you got that wrong. As far as her responding after he threw the stream numbers at her, that's her taking the bait. I said that. And then from then on, you in his world now. Because now you about to just take you on a ride and go back and forth. And she went back and forth. I think she had some fun with it because, you know, she posted a few things. She crazy. She posted a few things, man. She posted the fight. I thought Shakur was going to be the one.
Yo, Hacker, what you came up here to say, man?
Hey, so no, check this out, right? Now I was reading the comment, no evidence, bro. I was like, that's not true, because sort of true. Like initially, the conversation was with her and Cam, but she said that Cam, after she responded to Cam the first time, Cam came back after the Serrano fight and was like, "You gotta catch up," and that's why she responded again publicly. You know,
I thought that's what I heard her say.
Yeah, that's what she said. It wasn't like she just tagged him out the blue. He he responded like a year later or so, you know, saying, "Hey, you gotta catch up," because initially she corrected him, and then he wanted to like throw it in her face. That, hey, well, look at you now. You know,
I'm not looking to make her out to be right. You didn't not once hear me say, "Yo, she right in this situation." I'm just not jacking their energy when it comes to boxing. Like only thing I could think of when it comes to boxing is usually something negative. It ain't nothing else, and that's usually people that don't watch it every day. They don't watch it from weekend to weekend. They watch the events. That's why they was aware of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. You get what I'm saying? They probably didn't watch Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. You get what I'm saying? And I just tell you what kind of fan you dealing with. So people be repeating the shit that they say like it's law. I don't give a damn about nothing they say. I watch this shit too. I don't care about what they say. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about a lot of that shit they be talking about, because again, we only go at each other and we get the most attention when we tear each other down. Y'all know I'm not a fan of that shit. It ain't about right or wrong. She shouldn't have took the bait. And get your facts right next time, bro. You know what I'm saying? She corrected him. It wasn't nothing. I don't think it was nothing disrespectful about that. But I can't say how she felt about all the tagging. I'm not into that. I don't suggest that no man sit up and argue with a woman or vice versa. Lee Jackson, what it do, my guy?
Y'all don't think Serrano's in the conversation?
Huh? What did you say, Big Supreme?
Y'all don't think Serrano's in the conversation for female GOAT?
No, absolutely. She lost twice, bro.
What does that mean?
I mean, why are we doing this?
Muhammad Ali lost 5 times, bro.
Huh?
Muhammad Ali lost 5 times.
Yeah, he lost 5 times.
Sugar Ray Leonard lost, Hagler lost. Everybody lost.
I mean, she in the conversation of being one of the best.
She's one. She could be one of the best. She's not gonna be the best.
I said she's in the conversation. I didn't say she's the best. Like
she right at the top, bro. Yeah,
how can you making it sound like
but you might she'll be behind Katie Taylor then, wouldn't she?
One of the top.
She won't. She won't be behind Katie Taylor. Get the fuck out of here.
Katie Taylor beat her twice, man. No matter what kind of dreams people have.
Controversial, bro.
Controversial to the fans, not to the judges.
Come on, man. The whole world thinks Loma beat Haney, bro. What's the difference?
You said what?
The whole world think Loma beat Haney.
Right, but it was controversial to the fans, not to the judges, right? That was unanimous.
Come on, man.
I mean, their fight, all the judges gave the right to the same exact score, bro. Where do you see that?
This woman went up 7 weight classes.
They gave him the same exact score.
And she was talking about
Amanda Serrano is good. I'm not gonna take that from you, Big.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, she's
just
great.
kept it going.
But
going.
When you put her towards Clarissa Shields, yo, that's night and day, bro. That's
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing Clarissa really got over is the amateur career. The 2 gold medals.
Only 2-time gold medals for the U.S.
In the professional ranks, it's very close, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
2-time undisputed, 1-time undisputed.
I just think it's tough, right?
Look, if Serrano would have beat
undefeated in the pro,
2 times undisputed, bro.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Look, Serrano was great. I know you can't just make them the same size and hypothetically put them in the ring, but
you don't do that. That'd be
I really want. If I want to separate them two, you just look at the skill set, and I think if they had to fight each other, you know what I'm saying? Who do I think would win? I just think she the bigger. You know, it's just go like that. She's the bigger.
If Amanda and Clarissa Shields were
much bigger size, females,
I'll bet my house
up there heavyweight. I don't know, but Serrano.
If Amanda and Clarissa Shields
greatness is like saying you don't like boxing.
My house and Clarissa Shields.
Get me? Like saying she not great is like saying you don't like boxing. That's what that say to me. So she up there, how great? It's always gonna be a conversation, but I just think Clarissa Shields just a little bit different of a talent overall, completely. Amanda Serrano is a gym though. It's nothing negative to look at. I don't give a damn about her losses. She great, bro. She fun to watch. She get in there and whoop your ass. She take her losses better than I've ever seen anybody lose. I ain't never seen nobody lose and don't be like, I'll be mad for her. She be good. She's so cool with whatever happens.
She be sneaky.
Go out there and lay
though. Come on.
That's why somebody I could always rock with. I hate to see them go back and forth because it's corny. Y'all not gonna never fight. And it's like it's putting y'all against each other in a way where it just don't even make sense. Y'all great. Y'all carry the sport together. No one person do it. But I really think you know.
But you disagree
to the women's boxing for real, man. She gave people a real reason to check somebody out. She was getting in there really just beating people ass. Fights don't be close. You know what I mean? She just whoop ass. She different. And she doing this shit in 15 fights. Think about all the history of just think about somebody. They give her record or accomplishments or accolades to anybody. And imagine how they'd be talking. Imagine if Katie Taylor had her accolades with the same exact record, knockouts and all. Man, you think her fan base would be talking about how she don't get knockouts and she pillow fisted? We the only fan base. We do it. We find a way to tear greatness down.
Now I'm not gonna lie, Jack. I got
that's your facts right there.
Beat everybody ass though. And it's called boxing. She outboxes everybody, head and shoulders above the competition. She one of the few talents that you can say, no matter what weight class, if you had her in, arguably who you got beating her. She won it. I think that shows you what kind of gym she is. And Amanda Serrano, look, she went up seven weight classes. Speak for herself. Ain't nothing you could say about that.
Yeah, she's like Manny Pacquiao.
That's why I say when you really love it, you hate conversations that tear it down. And I hate people that the only time you bring attention or awareness to the sport is when you have an issue with something somebody said and it got to be negative. It's not about right or wrong. I'm just not big on that situation. That shit is lame to me. It's like, so all this great boxing coming on and been coming on, all this history she accounted for. I ain't never hear nobody speak no boxing, but the minute y'all disagree about some numbers, or when you think you got an argument that somebody is doing better than her, and that's when you speak. Nah, that's lame. That shit is weak. It's weak. I don't care who doing it. I think it's weak. I hate people that only speak on boxing when it's something to disagree or bitch about. I hate when people be on Twitter like that. That's why I stay off Twitter. Put a post up, minding your business. Somebody come up there just to disagree. Like the most like feminine shit you ever seen. Like, bro, the only reason you interacting is to disagree. You just want to argue some shit? Like, nah, bro, I don't want to hear that. Let's build the sport up, man. Let's stop trying to put them against each other in petty ass ways, man. Let's make no mistake that we know Mike Tyson was the headline of the build. We know that more so than anything Jake Paul could ever do. And he got a fan base of his own, to be real. So that shit it's smart business by Jake, to be honest. Bringing that many eyes and pulling Mike in at that time. That shit worked at a time where, like I said, he training, having people thinking he was going to do something he wasn't. And they break that shit to capacity, man. Shout out to my baby girl, man, the Queen, Miss Jusdu. Superman, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Man, I couldn't believe they rigged this fight up that bad.
Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight script was leaked.
Script was just leaked. Apparently, this script, which I'm about to show you, was leaked hours hours before the fight, and if this is true, this is crazy. So here it is, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, Friday, November 15th, AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It lists every single round 1 through 5, and what's going to happen in it. The opening bell rings, and Tyson, showing flashes of his old form, immediately stalks forward his signature bob and weave style. Paul maintains his distance, circling the ring cautiously. Tyson lands a few jabs, but Paul's youth shows. Just that statement right there was 100% accurate on what happened in the fight. And then round 2, Tyson comes alive, cutting off the...
Now this guy doctored out on what to do each round. I know people like, oh man, nah, go zoom in on that video, see what it is, read it, and go look at how the fight.
Where did he get that from, though? I feel like who gave him the script?
They scripted. They did. I mean, I've been, it's another side to the sports that I talk about. I might do another channel one day to talk about the scripted side of sports, but that was definitely that too. So,
you think so? You think it was fake?
Nah, it definitely was fake.
Yeah, they fooled some people. They fooled some people.
Yo, next time I see somebody do mitts, I'm not gonna believe it, man. This is the second time I've seen this happen. Like I saw Wilder on mitts.
You gotta remember, Tyson is 58 years old, bro.
I saw Wilder on mitts too. I was like, oh shit, Wilder coming back, and then it was like,
I'm saying, bro, this man had gout like 3 months ago, bro. He was in a wheelchair. Like, how much? Did you expect him to do?
I think honestly he did good to just even walk into that damn ring. To be honest,
personally, I think he probably could have knocked out Paul in the first or second round, but after that, I think it was over. His legs looked crazy.
Yeah, it looked like he missed leg day, bro. Like his upper body looked strong, but his legs just weren't.
Years old, bro. This is what I mean about boxing, right? Mike Tyson's 58 years old, and nobody says that he's too old. He had all these kind of.
He sold it, man. I told y'all I was hearing that he would have knocked him out. He wouldn't have got paid at all.
They said Lomachenko too old for 10.
It was some funny business going on. That's why he wasn't throwing punches.
You said
I'm just disappointed that they did
Mike
that.
50 years old, and they expected him to knock Paul out. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you know the crazy thing, Big Supreme? I think he could have.
In the first 2 rounds,
I don't think so.
He just didn't.
No. Mike Tyson got his power from his legs. His legs look weak. I don't think so.
Legs look a little bad because he had all the what he had blood transfusions.
Most of the power came from Mike Tyson's legs.
He had blood transfusions. Damn near had a stroke or something, some more shit. But with all that being said, I think had he put it this way, he had more effort when he fought Roy Jones because that was a fighter.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
Roy Jones was like that effort right there. I don't know if he catches Jake at some point, but he definitely makes him look much different in the fight. He old as hell for sure, and I wasn't expecting him to look like nothing crazy, but I didn't expect the script to be sold that bad. I'm not gonna lie, that was poorly executed, very poorly. I feel like he landed one clean punch in the fight on Jake Chin a little bit, and if you look at it, they tied up a little bit, and Jake kind of tapped him on the back, and that shit just went totally different after that. You didn't see the effort or intent to hurt him again in the entire fight. Again, y'all could call me a conspiracy theorist. I pause shit, slow it down, watch shit over. I'm just like, at that point, you seen a total energy switch. Looked like he hit him one time too clean. It was like, oh, let me hold on. Hold on, let me chill out. And then he was pulling his punches. Nobody in the world.
I know that's
how long you watch boxing, if you actually done it. I don't care if you won 50 world titles. Nobody's gonna tell me that wasn't a scripted like some BS. That's disappointing because it was so much great boxing before that, and I ain't gonna say they messed it up, but they kind of dampened the show a little bit with something like that because it's an insult to the people, bro. I just sell it as what it was, and I think it would have still done well if you get what I'm saying, y'all. Yo, I'm doing an exhibition. I got a chance. I'm 27 years old. I'm not your typical boxer. I got an opportunity to share a ring with Mike Tyson. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's 8 2-minute rounds. It's gonna be an exhibition. Sell it as what it is. I get it. Maybe you don't think as many people are interested, but I don't know. I think so. I don't think y'all had to lie to the people, and I don't care what nobody say. I'm standing on that. I think they really scripted that shit up, and Mike didn't try to hurt that man. I don't think he did.
I think Mike could have got him in the first 2 rounds.
I do. I think early, you
really?
Hell, but I think he would have
said that punch he landed, and then the man Paul went for a walk around the ring. I'm like, yeah, he felt
exactly.
that.
I think that's on his legs. I
gotta
felt like he had no power.
Video. I gotta send you another video. I found a few of those joints showing breaking the script down. It's hard to refute that stuff, bro. Like I seen it with the Woodley fights too. They can sit up there and sell whatever BS they want. I seen it, bro.
Well, where are the scripts coming from?
Man, highly weird shit. I don't know, but bro, I just can't buy it.
Somebody just type that shit up, man.
Mike Tyson pulling his punches. I know for a fact I seen
it. I think, Hacker, you taking it too literal. I just think that they sat down and had an agreement like, look, we're not going to knock each other out. We're not going to go too hard. We're going to throw punches. We're going to pull them back.
Just
I don't think it was like a real script, Hacker. Like,
I do think Jake was taking it easy on Mike, but I just don't think. I think Mike's legs just weren't like just looking at him.
Let me say that too. I didn't speak on that side of it. Do I think Jake could have done more too? Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
I think
Jake could probably stop Mike, but like
in the later rounds, I thought he was gonna stop him.
Schofield Pops was talking about it, and I know a lot of people don't take his word as no type of gospel, but he was revealing it. He was saying like the script leaked or something. He was talking about how they can't hurt each other, how they gonna wear the big gloves, all the shit he was saying. That was factual. That stuff was factual.
I don't think Mike Tyson should agree to wear big gloves because he's known to be the puncher.
I don't think that. And then why else would he be biting his glove over and over? Yeah,
he was mad.
According to Holyfield, because he was nervous.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, I respect these G. Like I just chalk it up to letting people have. You know, I respect where he coming from, but for me, just looking at it, there's more script shit. Like it was just too obvious. Like you were literally biting down on your glove. And I'm like, it's another video explaining that shit too. I'm gonna send it to y'all. I just don't play a lot of that stuff up here because I don't want to go too conspiracy theories crazy. But that fight right there was definitely fixed up. Respect to everything Jake got going on. Nothing I say on this channel is gonna change anything he got going on. If it did, I probably wouldn't say it. If it would affect him negatively, like I know it won't. But at the end of the day, he got a very untraditional entry into the sport of boxing.
Hey man,
that's gonna come with some.
I'm proud of that brother, man. He's doing good things.
That shit is not gonna be what people think it is. He found a lane. He making money off it, and to do that, you gotta move. And
of course, Hacker would like,
you gotta give respect to Jake, man. You gotta give him respect.
That's like with Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Like, you can't tell me that they didn't have an agreement that Mayweather would take it easy for the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, I think Mayweather took it easy too. I think he carried the fight.
Big Supreme, bro. Same shit, bro.
But it's not like a WWE script. You know, I feel like when you say script, I'm thinking like WWE or WWF.
Nah, he just carried them for the first.
Yeah, like they carry. Yeah, I think they carried.
Yeah, just taking it light on him.
Yeah, taking him light.
You know what? I think some of it was McGregor being a little bit better early too than Floyd anticipated, but he just knew like Plan B. I'm gonna just drown you. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to. You know, you fight them 5-minute rounds and you only got y'all fight five of them. By the time you get to that point in the fight, Floyd was doing all that homework. He knew that dude was gonna gas, and he just waited.
He was tired.
You see, they don't wear gloves though. They wear like lighter gloves, so they're probably 5-minute rounds.
Right, Cash. It was weird. It was weird to see what he's doing. And shout out to my baby girl, the Queen. She said, "Come on and send those super chats. They help the channel grow." And Just Do shirts will be going out in the mail next week. Be on the lookout. That's Manager do. Mama do. She be on it. Yes, so y'all all stay patient. Your boy gonna get them shirts sent out to y'all. And I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all make sure y'all flick up too, man. Y'all get this shirt flick up for your boy so I can post it.
And we never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Yeah. Nah, Cal, he's done it in the past, the biting of the but that it was so excessive at that point, like it you know. Felt like he was signaling them a little bit.
I really want to see Jake fight Andrew Tate. I think that would be a mega fight.
It'd be funny. So yeah, they're gonna protect that. They're gonna protect that bag, bro. And you know, they found a way. He found an avenue to make money, and that's what he's gonna do. But I hear that he do really train and really put in work. But I just wish he'd start fighting those real lower level fighters, and it's okay. And just like you fought Tommy Fury, I thought that was smart. I don't think nobody knocked you for fighting that dude. You get what I'm saying? He was a real enough boxer to fight. So I think if he take them kind of fights, but I feel like I get what he's doing and I'm okay with it. I ain't tripping because he's opening opportunities for other people, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him to do that. I won't, because that would just take away from what he's building, right? He's like a prize. He's like a true prize fighter. He's going for the prize, right?
It's crazy. That's what he's doing, bro.
Yeah, he's a true prize fighter. It's not about rankings, not about none of that shit.
Yeah, I just don't trip on it because I know it's not your traditional route. So it is what it is. It's like I don't have to watch it. I could have turned off after Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. I chose not to. So I didn't care. I'm not mad at it. I feel like it's tolerable because the opportunities that's being given to other people, and I can't say I really respect that. I rock with that with him. So just keep doing what you're doing. But shout out to Cam, Mace, Clarissa, man. I hate to see overall my final take on that is I hate to see them go at it. Y'all know I stand for boxing over. I hate to see that their takes that get the most attention is usually them having to go back and forth. It's not a right or wrong thing. I'm not coming to nobody's aid. But as far as the women go, like especially when it comes to her, I just look at her situation a little different, right? I feel like she always had to fight to be even respected amongst this male-dominated ass sport. And I think any opportunity that people have to kind of dim her light or kind of shade her or one-up her, they take it. And it's up for her to understand that that's what
exactly. And that's why
you gotta take the high road. Don't take the bait all the time and let people have their opinions. Who give a damn? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't never argue nobody's opinion here. You'll never hear me do it because it don't make sense to do it. You know what I mean? So you just let people think how they want. You respect it. You just keep it moving. I think the bottom line is that there's no denying the greatness of a Serrano, a Katie Taylor, or Clarissa Shields. You can argue all day as what order you want to put them in. For me, I feel like there's only one GWOAT. I feel like there's only one real deal. And I feel like there's only one Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? That's more than enough for me.
Katie Taylor needs her own name too, man.
Right. What is her? Do she got a nickname?
I don't even think so.
I don't know, but she deserved one. They nice. Like I enjoy watching all of them. Yeah, she got some close calls that went her way for sure. But
hey, Taylor,
she a dog. She a dog.
She pretended to be a boy in the amateurs, didn't she? There was a story like that, right?
Yeah, pretending to be
that's crazy, man.
Box. I was saying that the other day. That's why I respect her. Anybody that do that got my respect.
Yeah.
So I think my overall thing, I just want to be clear. I don't like to sound like I'm taking sides, but I'm willing to take a little bit of a side with Clarissa, a little bit. But I notice in taking her side, I ain't shit on Cam. I ain't agree that he's a loser. I'm not into none of that. That shit corny. Like that's their argument. But the boxing thing is where I could come in and be like, man, I don't think she tricked out just getting you right with the numbers. I don't think that was an attempt to shit on somebody else. KT, yes, they do call it that. Shout out to Cash Sports too, the box story. But I no evidence. I feel you. I didn't know because I grew up on Mike, so you know what I mean. But I didn't think they was gonna sell it that bad. It just is what it is. You can't sell a product that bad and think I can't call it. Like y'all sold that one poorly in there pulling punches. Jake dancing around the ring and shit. I said y'all mother suckers. Y'all got us. Y'all got us. And then Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Got Katie. I go with my girl. Emmanuel Carter, what it do, family? Sarah Dick Dave the head, but you know that's that video, man. She was going my girl bad, man.
Do you feel like Katie did that on purpose?
Shout out to Katie though, man. She did a lot of, aside from the headbutting festival, she did a lot of good work. She really could fight. She really she like a cat, and in a sense where you back her into a corner, she ain't gonna fold. She gonna fight back.
Yeah, she's gonna scratch you at least.
That's why that's her winning. I'm telling you. Yeah, she gonna have some kind of response. You might get it off on her. You might even rock her a little bit, but she gonna recover. She's gonna fight you back.
You know, people say it was on purpose, though. I don't think it was on purpose.
Beat her down. Ain't gonna do it. So salute to her, man. And again, Serrano. It's the fact that she able to take them losses like that make me cool with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, just people say that the headbutts were on purpose. I feel like they weren't even on purpose. I think just the way, if you look at the way like Katie Taylor was moving and she was tired, she kept trying to clinch from the bottom, and then when she would move up, they would just clash of heads, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I just, I feel like people do veteran tricks, man. They know what it is. It's actually smart. You got away with it. So the fact that whether I'm debating, I could be wrong, right, and I'm open to being wrong about it. I could be wrong. It could be unintentional as hell, just mistakes. But the fact that she was able to get through it and get the win, shit, worked for her. I just hate to see that, especially being that we seen y'all have a 10 rounds where wasn't that many butts. Like you give me usually styles, like I get it a couple, but I was like, damn, bro. It just started looking intentional.
Katie Taylor was tired from round 2, bro. That girl, I gotta give her respect, man. She was tired from round 2, and she
no evidence again, bro. I really ain't get into all the other stuff though. Like I just saying people are you making it seem like what did I say he said to her? I'm just not rocking with the energy towards boxing from them in general. It's usually something negative. That's when they're gonna get the headlines. They ain't saluting shit about boxing, but they giving their opinions on certain events. So I just think what I was speaking on was people feeling like she was wrong for correcting them. That's what I was focusing on. They were saying it's jealousy because she corrected him. That's why I don't think correcting him is being jealous. You know what I'm
Absolutely
saying?
not.
Him throwing it in her face is just him being petty. That's Cam. You know what I mean? And she bit. She took that bait.
Yeah, and Cam really has to be biased. At the end of the day, why if it was unbiased call, like let's just say your podcast reporting trying to report the facts. Then when she corrected you, why weren't you that person? Be like, oh, you know what, guys, I was wrong. It was actually you know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm at with it a little bit.
Like,
the energy for the correction is nowhere near as loud as the energy is for trying to throw numbers in her face. Like, it's corny, but it's like it's so light. But I get it. But it's like y'all can see the tone or hear the intent in her voice, and it's salty, and she sound bitter. Look at that little message where he wrote back. He ain't even really want to acknowledge that he was wrong. Like, and then wanted to furthermore throw some extra numbers. But like y'all said, after she kept tagging him with some nonsense. But I don't care about that stuff. It's like I just feel like she still gets way too much flack.
I just think Cam and
anybody else with her stats, they fan bases are praising to the ends of the earth. We the only ones that go above and beyond. Like I heard somebody trying to tear her resume down the other day, her accomplishments. I heard somebody trying to tear that down. I was like, yo, boxing is weird. And in box, she got to be the greatest. You got to love everything she did. But how could you look at a 15-0 Clarissa Shields with all that accomplishments, from the medals to the titles to undisputed to conquering these divisions? How could you look at any of that and find something negative to try to say? And then call it context. Nah, there ain't no context. No, that's what hating is. Now you about to tear down what she did. Name me one fighter in boxing that she was supposed to fight and she dipped and dodged. And she should have fought. There's none. She literally searching for opponents. She literally switched over to MMA. You know what I mean? Running out of opponents and shit. Now there's still some left for her.
It's the old girl. What's her name? The one that
fought Deja Green fight Clarissa Shields.
Deja, yeah.
Bro, I don't give a damn. I still think
they don't want fighter though. So I don't even know.
The rematch with Cruz and Green. Love to see it. Love to see it. Shout out to my guy, A, man. Although I'm always clowning Devin and Boxing Hack, I do appreciate you and your channel. Tell Boxing Hack to quit lying and go to bed. Shout out to my guy, A, man. And we rocking, man. We gonna be here for a few more minutes.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yo, but just if Amanda Serrano won that fight, we wouldn't even be here. Everybody will be like, Amanda Serrano is 1,000 times better than Clarissa Shields. Like so many people wanted Amanda to win so they could just plaster that everywhere. You know that Serrano's the best ever. We told you guys.
Yeah, they do it. They do it. You know it. And I just look at it like this, man. They all great, man. We can have a fun debate about where you want to place them 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth, and that's cool. But then you just look at that body of work and how she typically get the job done. You look at the overall skill set, how she hit the scene, how much success she had as an amateur. Then she hit the ground. Like, very rarely do people be that successful in the amateurs 2-time around. You know what I mean? 2-time gold, and then you be every bit as good as a pro. You get what I'm saying? Like, you transition just fine to the point where you gotta really search in different divisions for opportunities, and I think that speaks volumes. I mean, shit, Serrano did it through 7 of them. That shit is impressive. She
Where do you
got
think Lumbar is gonna fit in
fight,
there?
so that shit is impressive. There's no way that I could be a boxing fan and look at what they did and be like, man, they ain't shit. Or, you know, like, I don't even like to say who better, but if I had to, I would chalk it up to, if I had to throw them in there, skill for skill, pound for pound. If I say if you was a heavyweight or she was down in your weight class, who would win? I think we know the answer to that. But that don't make anybody else any less great. You know what I mean? That still makes Serrano special. I think she has special talent. I think she got some rough couple decisions, some great fights with Katie Taylor.
Yeah, I think Amanda Serrano is amazing. I just think the problem is that
reign of peace, queen.
I think the problem is that they've just been doing it for so long to her, you know, so long that people have been trying to take away Clarissa Shields' shine, you know. Yeah. And they do it like sneakily, and when she speaks up about it, it's like, oh, she's this or she's that. Like we're so quick to like condemn her, but a lot of times she's just telling the truth. You know, she has accomplished a lot.
I think it's her approach too. Sometimes, like, you know, you seeing that shit female. Sometimes I think people expect her to have a much a
lighter tone. Yeah, they expect her to be like a
right? Like that's she a little rough. Like she know it. She a little rough. Like, but I appreciate it because she is who she is. And she ain't never be nothing different than what she is. I think she is sensitive a bit. I think, like I stated, I think most fighters are. I really do. It's their careers that you talking about. That's their livelihood. So when you critiquing how they fight and how they live life, that's their livelihood. They gonna feel a certain way about it. But
I wasn't even mad when she was calling out men. I didn't even care about that.
Any of them. Yeah, you can't diminish the accomplishments. They try a little bit though. They do. Because I feel like the shots it's very subtle. It's petty shit at the end of the day, and it's you entitled.
It's subtle, but it happens.
Some of it be subtle, like, you know, little shit like when you see a Katie Taylor getting announced and then they like, oh, she's the most influential, like I was saying earlier. I hear that, I think of like, oh yeah, that's a little shot. You try to leave the other ones out and just say like she's the most, like I don't believe that. Because you got somebody fighting all around the world in the Olympics 2 times around. You telling me nobody knows her? Like that's what people like. Well, nobody knows Claressa. Like, we ain't about to start arguing like these female fighters are like some type of rock stars, man. None of them are, but they got their respective fan bases, man.
I don't think Claressa gets all her flowers at all. I remember I forget what channels I was saying that Top Rank released like best female fighter of, I don't know if it was a decade or the year or whatever, and it was around the time that, you know, Claressa just beat Savannah Marshall, and they put Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, then put Clarissa Shields, right? So I asked, I said, why was Clarissa Shields put on the bottom of these 3 women? Like, I think she seems like she accomplished more, you know, in the sport. And now remember what the caption was: best female fighter ever. Their response to that was, Amanda Serrano is more inspirational to women than Clarissa Shields. Now, the thing is, who's the most inspirational person ever?
Right.
Best female fighter. And what does inspirational really mean?
Right.
what are we talking about inspirational? Right, you know, Amanda Serrano, Clarissa Shields has a very tragic story from coming from like abuse to becoming like a great fighter. Yeah. So what made the other one more inspirational?
Yeah, I think people take to her more. She's just like a sweetheart. Like you could look at her, you get kind of sweetheart vibes with Amanda Serrano. You know what I mean? Just easy going. Clarissa Shields gonna kick the door down. Like Amanda Serrano is like the type to walk up, ring the doorbell, wait for you to answer or not politely. You know, Clarissa, she ringing the doorbell,
she's cursing you out,
and knocking everything. Right? And that's what it is.
She's a real sister, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They feel like she's softer, Serrano softer on the eyes, but I feel like when it's all said and done, skill versus skill, you put them in the ring together, man. I don't think it's no denying Clarissa talent. You know what I'm saying? She got defense, she got it all. Maul Brooks, what it do, family? Yeah. Like her, for different reasons. Most of it don't have nothing to do with boxing. It be personal stuff. I know
personal stuff. Like they don't like the fact that she's outspoken.
People's boxing takes are motivated by like they start talking about how they feel about like dumb shit that ain't boxing. I tune it out. I told him, we start talking about stupid shit. Like we be making permanent assessments of little minutes of their life, a little interview. Yeah, I could tell by this. And then I'd be like, nah.
I feel like people don't like it because she's not soft spoken and she's black.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're not soft spoken in boxing, you're black. I feel like you tend to end up having like, you know, a lot of hate around you. Like Floyd, right? Floyd was not soft spoken. He was black. You know, I just think that's how it is. I feel if they were non-blacks, and I'm sorry I have to use the race card. You know,
I get where you're going.
I feel like it'll be a different discussion.
I think Mike Kirkland said, who was it? Mike Kirkland said, pardon me. If Shields would have covered Conor McGregor or Caitlin Clark, the machine would have gave her a push like Loma. Right. That's why I said, like, we gotta be careful. That's where I stand too. And I get it. Everybody don't see it the same way.
Yeah.
For me, if she was Loma, her too much. We can't be on that side of it too. Like for petty shit. Nah, man, you heard how she talked? You see how she was tweeting? You heard she called out? I hate it too, but I ain't gonna hate it enough to hate her. Like, all right, that's just one aspect. I don't like that part, but I really see what she represent, the odds that she beat and what she stand for. I think that's far more than any little petty grievance I may have with her approach or the way she speak or her aggression.
Yeah, it's really based on race and having the ego. You know, there's something about like I don't know what it is. A lot of people think that black people should be like soft spoken or something. I don't know what it is.
Like they say that they feel like she should be more humble or something like that.
Yeah,
Cal Cooler, blessings, family, peace.
But if she was Ukrainian, they will coin her as the greatest woman fighter that ever existed in all of life.
I just like her confidence. Keep speaking in your confidence. Keep doing your thing. And we rocking with you. But shout out to Cam and Mace too. But I'm rocking with boxing on this one, man. I don't think she was mean and nothing wrong by the number correction. I just thought that was an honest correction. And he took it how he took it and it went where it went. Shout out to them both, though.
And when do we do that? Like, when do we say the co-main?
Never.
Co-main view? Never, right? Like, nobody's saying that Tank Davis is a pay-per-view star. Nobody's saying his co-main is a pay-per-view star.
Nah, they just won't say it. Shout out to you, man. Y'all smash the like button. We're going to play this little clip here. This little Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora, man. They had some words about your boy Tank Davis. Let's hear what they had to say.
All right. I want to talk about this recent announcement or the reporting of it that Tank Davis against Lamont Roach is on. Tank Davis defending his 135-pound title against Roach, who is a 130-pound title holder. That will happen on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. This fight was discussed, Sergio, for December of this year, just a few weeks from now. That date fell out. Now it's been rescheduled for March. So are you okay with Tank Davis fighting Lamont Roach?
Of course not. No, I don't think no one's okay with it. Lamont Roach is an excellent fighter, but he's already been beaten on the championship level. I mean, once you have that blemish against a fighter, I think it was Jamel Herring who beat him.
Jamel
Herring,
beat him,
yeah. So
for that title, he fought for Jamel's title at 135.
And Jamel Herring, as talented as he is, he was an older fighter. He just retired now. Older fighter, you know, clever, sly, like an Austin Trout type fighter. But he wasn't a great. He wasn't a pound for pound guy. He wasn't elite. You know, he wasn't one of these guys that you would put at the top of the list in their weight division. He was a guy that he was a solid champion, and he beat Lamont Roach. If Herring at that point of his career could beat a Lamont Roach, what makes you think Tank or anyone else in the lightweight championship division will do? Nobody wants to watch Tank fight these guys in house anymore.
Shout out to Boxing Hacker, my guy Big Supreme for coming up, rocking with me. Then go back up.
Nobody. We're getting tired of it. Now, mind you, I was an advocate initially. I mean, if you remember back in the day, a year, 2, 3 years ago, when we would talk about Tank, I used to praise Mayweather Promotion, saying, man, they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're keeping it in house. They're fighting guys that they can beat. They're making a killing in pay-per-view. That ain't me anymore. My mentality has evolved, Chris Mannix. I'm tired of this shit. I think me and everyone else in boxing is tired of Tank fighting these guys. Yes, they're good opponents. Yes, they're keeping it in his house. Yes, he's still a star, a pound-for-pound pay-per-view attraction. He's a killer, and I'm still watching. I don't care who he's fighting. I'm still going to watch. I'm still going to pay, sadly. But I'm tired of it, man. Come on. Stop fighting these fucking guys and start fighting the guys that are in front of you that are the biggest names in your weight division. You're in your 30s, man. What are you doing? What are you doing if you're Tank Davis? You're making a killing in money, but your legacy's going out the window. I mean, can you say right now you vote for the Hall of Fame? Mannix?
Oh no.
Will you say? I mean, I don't vote, but I wouldn't say Tank's a Hall of Famer.
No.
I would say he had an incredibly one-sided, profitable career. He made all the right decisions and matchmaking. He made a killing in pay-per-view, and he was a monster puncher. But he ain't gonna be remembered, and he's not gonna be a Hall of Famer.
He'll be remembered, but not
I don't know.
for
I see it different.
accomplishments
Kevin
in
was
the
good
ring.
with it, bro.
Look, ultimately,
I definitely think Tank could be remembered. I get it, man. I think resume is one part of it. It's significant to a degree. But I just look at it as you can't forget that more times than not, when Tank Davis is in the ring, he giving you your money's worth. He gives you a good show, a good enough show where you walk away from like, I got my money's worth. Okay, maybe it wasn't the opponent I wanted to see, but he went in there and handled business. I think you can't forget that the events that come with when he fights, you know. So I get it, the resume talk, but he said it himself. Jonathan 97 was good with it, man. I fight Loma, yeah. They keep overlooking it. That's why I'm gonna put it in perspective, Mike. They know that, and he said it. He said it earlier also, Mike Kirkland. He said about the Mayweather promotions and them moving and M House. Yes. So that was that. Now you saying Tank. So now you could try to critique and criticize, but I don't think it's that bad. And I would love to hear if they even bring up Loma in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he haven't no evidence at all, bro.
As we talked about,
Big Dre,
not the same thing with Jake Paul.
He'll be remembered for knocking out Ryan Garcia, another guy who's never won a world championship.
It's ultimately prize fighting.
No ban, Big Dre.
You know, to this day, I still don't call Tank a champion, right?
You heard what he said?
About not the same thing, but with Jake Paul,
he'll be remembered for knocking out Ryan Garcia, another guy who's never won a world championship.
It's ultimately prize fighting, right? And
you know, to this day, I still don't call Tank a champion, right? I refuse to do that.
He says still to this day he refused to call Tank a champion. Somebody get Sergio Mora on the line. I hate to even do this, but so I don't care if it was 12 years ago, 8 years, 7. He fought Jose Pedraza at 130 pounds where he was an undefeated champion. He smoked him. What do you mean you refuse to call him a champion? See, this is this shit, and you'll have people that back this. Like, yeah, man, he on his ass. Yeah, he ain't no champion. Tank ain't no real champion. Hey, what are you talking about? Like, what are we talking about? I don't understand why fighters do this hating ass. This should be hating. Now, that is what I want to hear somebody say somebody's hating. Not calling a man a champion that proved that he was a champion. Like, I got to stop, man. I can't wait till he fights some more of these people, bro. I really want to see it. I think he's going to do it, and they're going to have to eat their words. Hardcore boxing news. What's good with it, Jay? How you feeling, big homie? This is what realism looks like. Terrell, what it do, fan? But I just don't like how he did that because he can't say he wasn't no real champion, though. That's crazy. Yeah, facts, Cash. I'm with you.
He got bumped up because
he is, too.
Okay, just throwing it out there.
Was it the
Haney
Paul?
He'll be remembered for knocking out Ryan Garcia, another guy who's never won a world championship.
It's ultimately prize fighting, right? And
you know, to this day, I still don't call Tank a champion, right? Yeah. I refuse to do that.
He got bumped up because.
Okay, just throwing it out there.
What? What are y'all talking about?
Him and Ryan Garcia will be the most successful guys in history that have probably never won a legitimate world title. As far as
jury's
money,
still out
as far as popularity, as far as what they did with their career.
Ryan's still pretty young. Like, Ryan's got a long way to go. He's
got him in the same category as Ryan in terms of accolades.
He's got to overcome some issues there, but I think I give Ryan a little bit of runway to accomplish that. The Tank stuff bothers me too. Like, when we did the show a few months ago.
Imagine it, hey, Mike Kirkland, imagine if Tank lost to Orlando Salido. Imagine if Tank Davis lost to Orlando Salido. How they'd be talking right now about this man? How they talk?
And there was talk of Tank fighting Lamont Roach in December. I was okay with it because I knew the circumstances. Tank had been negotiating a fight against Vasily Lomachenko. Those talks fell apart because Lomachenko decided he didn't want to fight for the rest of the year in 2024. Fine. Like, that's Lomachenko's choice. Had a long career. Didn't want to take on Tank. So if Tank wanted to stay busy and fight before the end of the year, the options were fairly limited, right? They tried to talk to Rayo Valenzuela, but that didn't go very far. Valenzuela, of course, fought back in August. Nothing really came of Shakur Stevenson discussions at this time. So the pool shrank pretty significantly. So Roach was there. He had a legit title at 130. If you're going to do a stay busy fight in December, that's fine. But when the moment that fight fell apart, all the other options opened up. Like, why was there not a substantive conversation with Rayo Valenzuela to fight for his title at 140, which is a legitimate title? That's the title that Pitbull Cruz won. Valenzuela legitimately beat Pitbull, no matter what Pitbull says. That would have been a solid fight at 140 pounds. Tank has fought there before. He beat Mario Barrios at 140. Valenzuela was just one fight into his fight at 140, so he would have been fine size-wise. That would have been a good fight. How about your mandatory? William Zepeda, #1, just fought this past weekend. Why not do a deal to fight him? I know we're talking.
Because Oscar De La Hoya not trying to put that dude in there with these people. Stop keep asking him to make fights with people that's not even on the table. Make a deal. Y'all keep saying make a deal. William Zepeda ain't even proved yet that he gonna fight anybody of substance yet. Damn, that dude injured. Y'all just be doing this shit, man. Y'all corny as hell when y'all want to push a narrative, man. Why not fight William Zepeda? All they gonna do is complain when he knock his ass out too. Guaranteed. Tank knock him out. I already heard people doing it. Shakur gonna box him. That's a waste of time. Man, whatever.
Talking about Zepeda against Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, Pedraza wasn't a champion.
If there was an opportunity for Zepeda to fight Tank Davis, Oscar De La Hoya, and the people at Golden Boy would have pivoted in a New York minute
100%
to make that fight happen.
100%.
There are other options out there too. Raymond Morataya, undefeated prospect in the top-ranked stable. Teofimo Lopez out there. He's got a belt at 140 pounds. No love lost between Teofimo and Tank. That would have been a super fight. Two things are certain about this Tank versus Roach fight. One, it'll sell at the Barclays Center because Tank sells tickets. Remember his last fight at Barclays did like a $5 million gate. He's going to sell tickets. Two, Tank wins.
And 3, Roach is a Maryland fighter, right?
Yes.
There you go. So he's around that area.
Well, no, not quite. If they were going to do it around that area, they would have done it at the Wizards Arena in DC.
It's only like a 45-minute subway ride, or not subway, or train ride, isn't it?
It's 3.5 hours.
It looks closer on the map.
You just press the button and say DC and New York. How close are they?
It looks really close on the map when I'm watching it.
Roach is from DC. Tank is from Baltimore. That would have made the I don't know what they call it, a Capital One Arena, the right spot for it there. But they're doing Barker regardless. It'll still sell tickets. But the bottom line is Roach can't win. He doesn't have the power to hurt Tank. He might box well for a few rounds, but ultimately
it'll look similar like Tank's last fight
against Frank Martin. It might look similar to what he did against Hector Luis Garcia. Hector Luis Garcia had the same title that Lamont Roach has. And he moved up in weight, boxed pretty decently for a few rounds, and then got knocked out. That's exactly what's going to happen. And that's the problem with this. We have to stop putting Tank Davis in fights that he has no chance of losing. There is no risk to any of these fights. And I was fine with it in December. I'm not fine with it now. There's so much that PBC and Tank Davis's team could have done. So many much better fights they could have made.
Tell him, Chris,
but
Mannix.
They elected not to do so.
Tell him.
Man, name them fights. Shakur off the table. William Zepeda injured. Who? Name the fights. People just be throwing shit out there, man. None of these dudes can say he avoiding or ducking them. None of these dudes can say that. So until that's the case, man, I ain't trying to hear it.
No, it's about time you get frustrated and fed up. I've been fed up for a long time myself. But you got to start. I mean, look, we have the microphone in front of us. We can blow our horn and say, man, you got to stop with this shit already. It's nonsense. Nobody wants to watch Tank fight these guys anymore with so much talent in the lightweight division. You need to pick a name before one of these guys picks you off, before you have one a bad night, and then we're never going to see you against the big names. Can you imagine a mega fight, just like you did against Ryan Garcia, but on the championship level? It could be a Shakur, it can be a Lomachenko, it can be a Morataya, or even a Zepeda.
Morataya, shout out to LWBoxing. Morataya is going the IBF route. That's why it's important for everybody to know what's going on and understand the landscape, so we ain't just saying shit. He's clearly going the IBF route. It's funny how he said he wanted to fight Shakur. Shakur don't want to fight him. He's not even ranked in the WBC. And on top of that, he going the IBF route. But ain't nobody going to say Raymond Muay clout chasing. You see how that go? You get what I'm saying? They saying Raymond Muay for Tank, but he clearly going the IBF route. So that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? You said Lomachenko. Lomachenko said he wasn't fighting for the rest of the year. Then you started hearing some talks about him possibly retiring. Shakur Stevenson, they talk. You notice nobody's calling nobody ducks. Ain't nobody getting called out on social media. I look at that as a positive, even though the fight ain't happening now. And the fact that ain't nobody trying to one-up each other means that some type of conversation that took place that was of some substance. And there's no need to go that route. So I just don't know. All of these people that he keeps saying these options, but they're not really there. You know what I'm saying? They're not really there.
Zepeda looked vulnerable against the southpaw and Tevin Farmer, a guy that can't punch. He looked vulnerable. So if there's a time where you can actually pick off a number one contender, a guy with power that throws 1,000 punches a fight, where everybody would be like, whoa, Tank's fighting Camron, I want to watch. Pay-per-view will be successful. And the fact that a Mexican's fighting a black American fighter, I tell you, it always works when it's crossed like that.
I think in a fight like that,
it sells, man. But it's not going to happen.
In a fight like that, I think Zepeda gets violently knocked out.
Hey, listen, I don't care. And as a Mexican, I would gladly watch him get, was the word used? Violated? Violently violated. No. Give me another one for I could alliterate. Violently violated vigorously. In the East Coast. But sign me up, man. Sign me up.
Violently violated vigorously.
Hey, you got to have a trifecta.
It sounds like something you read in a police report.
It's a trifecta of alliteration there. But look, listen to me. I'm on board right there because it'll be a short, violent night. And who's not on board for that? It would be like a lightweight version of Hagler Hearns. Dude, they won't go 3 rounds.
When you saw the
Name it La Guerra. La Guerra, there you go.
When you saw how Tevin Farmer countered Zepeda with that left hand, just imagine those left hands coming from Tank.
By the way, while we're here, while you bringing it up, give me my credit while we're on here.
You did. You said that Tevin.
You said it wasn't going to go 3 rounds. I think we're sitting here, by the way.
I don't think I said 3 rounds. I thought it wasn't going to go.
You said it was in a chance. I said, man,
yeah, I didn't.
You're crazy.
Not only, I mean, look, the fact that it went the distance wasn't totally shocking to me. Like,
Yes,
you called it. It wasn't shocking. The fact that it was that competitive was shocking. Like, I could have seen Tevin Farmer. I could have seen a scenario where Tevin went the distance by holding a lot. He did that early on in that fight.
He boxed, he fought.
He came on and fought and started to fight in the middle to the later stages of the fight and made it competitive. That's the part that really surprised me.
All I want is my credit on there.
You get credit for it. You get credit all the time for it.
Because it just goes to show you, Mo, that some people just be trying to complain. They got
quickly, you mentioned a couple of times Ryan Garcia.
But I just want y'all heard they don't refer to him as a champion. Sergio, Mora, Chris Mannix, they basically shitting on the fight. His opportunity, saying the PBC and his team they could have did so many different things. They didn't do it, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, we know the story, we know the road, but those are type of talking points I can't get behind. I get it too, but I also understand what took place. You know what I'm saying? I also understood what took place. So hold on, man. Hold on. We got an Earl Spence sighting. Earl Spence back in the gym.
Say, man, we working, man. We working. You know what I'm saying? He ain't wake me up for my brother. Nah, bro. Nah. Hey, going on vacation, not bringing your running shoes. It's like going on a dinner date and not bringing your wallet, man. Oh, man. God damn, man. We went, man. We went up, man. And we ain't this one.
All right, man. It's always good to see the guy Earl Spence and good. I forget. I just know he got stopped by Danny Jacobs. Stopped by Danny, but good to see Earl in good spirits and in relatively good shape too, smiling, look like his weight down. That's good, man. Hopefully we see that man back in the ring sooner than later. It's been a long time coming, man, since that man been in the ring, dog. Got to see that man back in the ring. Got to see him back in the ring. And Devin the Dream Haney made a sighting, man. Devin the Dream Haney back in the gym. See that boy putting in work, boy. See that boy putting in work. Boxing Hacker said the future has returned. I smiling and enjoying himself. Me too. I like to see it, bro. I like to see it. I like to see Spence enjoying himself. Good spirits, keeping that weight down. Hopefully we hear some announcement about a trainer and him getting back in the gym, yo. Because we need to get back in there ASAP. Sooner than later, man. We want to see him back in the ring, to be honest, man. Sooner than later, because the longer he spent outside the ring, the tougher that return going to be, I think, realistically for him, man. So just want to see the man get back. Look like he enjoying himself, he in good spirits. That's important. Hopefully find his way back into the boxing ring sooner than later. Preferably an early part of next year, because I know we ain't going to see him this year. Shakur at 140. Stalk Devin. Stalk Dev, a.k.a. Chester Cheeto. And Devin Cheeto. Devin Chester Cheeto. Stalk Dev at 140. I think what he got to do first is make sure he secure that fight with Tank. I think everything else after that, I feel like because at 35, that fight need to happen, man. And as long as he there, it should happen. But I ain't mad at that. To stalk Devin shit, that'd be fun. I don't think we'll see them back in the same weight class again with each other, bro. I don't think you'll see him in the same weight class with each other. Cecil, what it do, my guy? Said Devin in that snack, got that boy back at 140. He looks slim in that picture. Y'all see the picture with the glasses? His head looked like he's grown, but he looks slim. That's what's important. I don't know why his head looked like that. I ain't photoshopped the picture, do nothing funny like that. But I looked at his weight. He looks slim. He looked like his weight is down. That's good. That's a good sign. He ain't been in the ring in a while, but he remember he made that statement. He a fat kid at heart, but he not sitting around looking fat. He ain't sitting around looking fat. He looking slim. Dev look like he in shape, bro. Tip my hat to him. To be honest with you, I want to see him bounce back. I want to see who they going to pick as a return fight. He got some options. He got people at his, calling his name and mentioning him. They think it's easy pickings. They think shit's sweet over there, man. They think Ryan Garcia ruined them. They don't think he going to be the same. It's a lot of that stuff, yo. Nah, Cal. That's right off his IG. I'm dead serious. I'm so serious. I ain't alter it. I ain't tweak it. I ain't do nothing funny to the picture at all. I just look at him as he in shape. Look like the shirt. He got a regular t-shirt on. He look in shape. That's a good sign. I ain't photoshopping it enough. I looked at that. I was like, damn, he usually look bigger in the face, like fatter face when you seen him in between fights. But right now, he look like he been in the gym working or something. Or it look like he keeping his weight down. I swear it do. I swear it look like he keeping his weight down. Keep wearing the damn blade shades. Chester Cheeto on Cheeto. So make your head. Y'all crazy. I said you did it. Oh, it was Photoshop when it was uploaded. He better not. It's straight off his joint, Kyle. I don't think he photoshopped it. He posted it. Wow, I'm gonna send it to you, bro. I'm gonna send it to you. It's right off his joint. Kyle. he like, nah, it's Photoshopped. It gotta be. Nah, I'm telling you. Watch. Straight off his joint. Cal stupid. He said, nah, it's Photoshop. Nah, I'm telling you, nah. He definitely, watch. I don't know. Check your IG. He definitely, he posted it. He got an old slide. I picked that specific picture. I was playing a joke with the glasses and the Chester Cheeto thing, obviously. But the reason I selected that picture is because I noticed that his weight was down. I seen his weight. I was like, yo, he looks slim. He don't look big at all, like in his face or nothing. And he posted it up. So I'm like, all right, look like he been in the gym. And then I showed y'all the video with him working with Mickey Bay. That's also a good sign. Go back to the basics, man. I think Mickey Bay understands Devin Haney and knows what kind of fighter he is. I think he could be a good, addition or just a good help in his corner, period. You know what I'm saying? I like that for Dev. I do. I like Mickey Bay. He believe in him. He want to see him win. He want the best for him. That's the type of people we need to keep around him. But not Kyle Stupid Slim Filter. Yeah, but bro posted. I said, look at Dev, man. Okay, Dev Haney. He said, I ain't going nowhere, boy. He said he coming back. He got to be coming back soon, early part of next year. I'm thinking, because he keeping that weight down. He's staying in shape. He in that gym. He hitting the pads. Eddie Murphy, he got that dome ranger. He look like Chester Cheeto though. I ain't gonna lie. Him and Chester got on the same glasses. Him and Chester got the same glasses on right now. Right now. Y'all crazy too. Y'all crazy. Y'all Black Jesus. Y'all fools. Y'all foolish. It's foolish, man. But shout out to Dev. I seen him back in the lab working with Mickey Bay. That's good. You're Chester Cheeto looking boy. But I rock with him, man. Can't wait to see him bounce back. Hopefully it's sooner than later, bro. Hopefully sooner than later. Let's see it. Let's see him get back in there, man. Just take it down from the hacker tweak. He losing it. Shout out to Box Hacker. But much love to everybody, man. That's my spiel. That's my just do for the day, man. We're going to be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. to build on some more boxing, some more stuff we're going to talk about. Shout out to boxing, man. Shout out to Mace, Cam, the Is What It Is podcast. The GWOAT, Clarissa Shields, she is the GWOAT. Amanda Serrano is the real deal. And women's boxing is dope, man. They got some real talent. Katie Taylor is dope. Shout out to Shadeja Green. She always getting a shout out. Happy to see her be a champion. Can't wait to see her be able to unify and grab more titles, man. Black G, you stupid. Man, y'all stupid. Ace, my God. But much love to everybody. Shakur, man. I see he back in the gym. I see him back working. I heard Cordina could be a possibility. The Kid Austin thing is real. Zepeda is out with an injury. So let's see what's next for Core. I think he at the point in his career where he can't worry about what he can't control, and he just got to beat the people that they put in front of him, that he's able to get in the ring with them. Anything other than that, you're going to be stressing out over some shit you can't control. You see it all the time, man. These fighters, shout out to Greg Hackett, they just had a situation fall out where fighters ain't even get paid, all types of stuff. So things just happen that's far out of these fighters' control, as long as he worry about the things that he can control, which is staying busy, staying acclimated, staying sharp, and just fight who they put in front of you. So Kid Austin is a real thing. Matchroom reached out to Golden Boy. Shout out to the Boxing Source. He spoke to Kid Austin's dad, Floyd Schofield Sr. He said they really trying to work that fight out. And like I said, I told y'all, my guy, LWBoxing, let me know. Matchroom themselves said they reached out to Golden Boy to try to make that fight. So let's see who Shakur end up in the ring with. Is it going to be revisiting Cordina? Is it going to spin the block there? Is Kid Austin going to find his way in a tough fight, in a title fight? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Mike Kirkland. Good show as always. Appreciate all your support as well, Mike Kirkland. And
we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Oh, shit. Best QB in the world in 5 minutes. Best QB in the world. Shout out to No Evidence, man. Mike Kirkland, appreciate you, bro. A rain of peace to the clean. All things, my guy. Shout out to All Things, man. Call it Fighter G. Yeah, how the hell you call it Fighter G? Nah, that's bogus. It's wild. That's wild. But much love to everybody. Appreciate everybody for the birthday wishes for my baby boy. Much love to y'all. Salute to everybody in the Super Chat, Cash App. Much love and appreciation to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow to build on some more boxing. So with that, we can get up out of here, man. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the like live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.